Right, say hello to the people in the chat who've been waiting for a while, and then we'll get this shit show started. Just shut down this secondary chat thing. It's pop the back is on, so I always forget to do that. But there we go. Right, who have we got in the chat? Let's go from top chat to live chat to make sure we don't miss anybody. Oh yeah. Hang on a second, folks. Hang on a second. I am being. What? There's no sound. Well, I can see my meter moving. So hang on. Oh, now it's much louder. Yes, much louder now. Okay, thanks for that. Thank you for that. It's just been a wanker. Even though I actually scratched up the connectors earlier on, I scratched up the connectors, and I've got an audio compressor on and a noise cleaner. So this should be better than you ever have it, but apparently not. So, right. Well, let's get this shit show on the road. What have I got here then? Editor display. What's that? Transition display. Single display. Ah, there we are. So get out. Get out. She's doing what she normally does. She's like, he's on a live stream. He's on a live stream. I'm going to go and raid under the table. No. No raids under the table. Just because you know I'm chatting to somebody, you don't go and raid under the table. No. Not allowed. Going out. Go on. Go and be a good girl. Go beds. Yeah, that's right. Lie down by there. That's it. You can have a listen to this. Because you've been involved in a lot of this fucking bullshit. You've had to put up with a lot because of this bullshit. Anyway, let's say hello. We got History Hunter Down Under. History Hunter Down Under. Hang on, I've got to scroll to the top. I'm working from the bottom. So we've got Half an Hour. Sue Linds, who's a member. Tracy Jackson, who's a member. Mick Spanner, who's a member. Fife, who's a member. Paul Vamos, or Vamos. Kevin Quinton. Cal00, who's a member. Angela Cook, Kin, Tommy Boy, 2K Abandoned Places, Steve Arnold, who's a member, Dan Stevenson, who's a member, Sue Lintz, who's a member, Nocturnal Frequency Radio, who I think is a member, but he's definitely a moderator, Quinton Klaus, 2K Abandoned Places, oh, here we go, yeah, here we go, here we go, it's starting, it's starting. You might not be able to hear it because I might have the noise canceller on, so you may not be hearing it. Oh, it's starting. Here we go. Here we go. It's starting. It's starting. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. It's starting. It's starting. You might not be able to hear it because I might have the noise canceller on, so you may not be hearing it. Oh, it's starting. Here we go. Here we go. It's starting. It's starting. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. It's starting. It's starting. You might not be able to hear it because I might have the noise canceller. Yeah, yeah. Cancel it. Right. There's another one. There's another one. Right. Cancel it. Here's another one. Right. Oh yeah. You're going to be learning all about this tonight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hello, Dinkum Aussie. Hello. Half an hour. Right. Here comes another one. Yeah. Cancel it. Yeah. John Hunter. Kerno. EXP. Hello. Who's a member? Mark Urbex, who's a member. Yeah. Tracy Jackson, who's a member. Here's another one. Here's another one. Elwira Welsh. Here's another one. Yeah. Yeah, cancel it. Right. Dragoon Phil. Here's another one. Cancel it. Right. Anthony I Am, who's a member. Pearl Marble. Yes, yes, yes. Jimbo. I bet the OIC is watching this. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. No, it's not going to be about her. We've already talking about. This is going to be something you're not expecting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's about the police, and it's about this wanker. Yeah, yeah. It's about this wanker. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Chris MX says audio. Yeah. Sorry, I think I've fixed it now. Yeah. Anyway, we'll leave the phone on tonight. So any shit that happens tonight, you get to hear it. Here we go. Oh look, look. First phone call. Who's this then? Who's this then? Right. Oh, hello. Hang on. I'm going to have to mute you for this a second, folks. Please bear with me on tonight. So any shit that happens tonight, you get to hear it. Here we go. Oh, look. First phone call. Who's this then? Right. Oh, hello. Sorry, I had the YouTube playing in the background, so it was double audio. Dinkum just rang me and just said double audio. Yeah, it is my fault. I opened it, popped out the chat, and forgot to pause the thing. My bad. So anyway, you've all been thanked for being on twice, and you've heard the dickhead on twice. So now we can just wait to hear more of the dickhead, but you'll only get him once this time. Yeah. John Hunter says soundies. Oh yeah, audio, no sound. Oh yeah. Volume, soundies. Turn your sound up. Sound, audio. Oh, dog says sound. Mickey Brendan, hello. The Real Slim Shady, Hasdak. John Hunter, David, Angela Cook, Catherine, Kevin Brentnell, who's a member, thank you. Jack Jones, yeah, sound is very bad. Oh yeah, it had double audio, sorry about that. Yeah, audio with a massive delay as well, by the way. Audio is crap. Anyway, now you'll probably start telling me the audio is better. Wiggle your wire. I not only wiggled the wire, I got in there and cleaned it out with a Dremel and closed the contacts so they're now gripping the pins. Yeah, so it shouldn't be doing this shit, but, you know, obviously it will, because it's probably a broken bloody wire in there as well, not just the contacts. So I will have to cut the wire off and strip it down and resolder it and get it on, or change the whole bloody wire. But there we go. Anyway, my mic is low, they said. Sound up, loose wire, audio. Kernow says, message retracted. Steve Arnold. Pegs Dave, hello. John Hunter, Adam George, Carl Myers, Custom Spoons, FMC. Yeah, we're there now. So anyway, it's about the time that we can probably say we're okay. Wiggle the cord. Interference like a mofo. Really? Is it that bad? No audio. Ground buzz. Sound gone. Sounds pants. Hi-fi. Come on, Matt. What the fuck? Really? This is at 11:02. We're at 11:08 now. Come on. There we go. I'm told. There you go. Sorted. Bingo. Jimbo says bingo. There we are. Carl Myers, NHT 7040, David Potter, Raver DK, David Wilson, Bad Guru, Richard Perry. Anyway, I think that's it now. Nearly all there. Oh no, there's a few more come in. Tony James, Hasdak, Paul Vamos. Can anybody lip read? Mr. J Gaming's Adventures, Simon Broberg, hello sir, haven't seen you for a while. Land Romer, hello again, haven't seen you for a while. Moomy Sammy, IJO, all good. Daniel Draper, Kev Brentnell, who's a member. Oh, the Secret Vault donated £10. I donated £10 to myself, really? What the fuck? What is it with this thing? What the fuck is it with this thing? Honestly, folks, I did have a pop at it this afternoon. I literally had a pop at it, and it's just like... Right, I shall try my best. Yeah, somebody's ringing me. Gav. The audio went. It should be back now. Yeah. It's gone. What's gone altogether? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, anyway, look, everyone, it's me. I've tried cleaning it. I literally went in there with a Dremel this afternoon and closed the pins, and it's still fucking playing up, so I reckon it's a broken wire. Yeah. Okay, thanks for letting us know, mate. We're gonna leave the phone on tonight. Cheers, mate. We're gonna leave the phone on tonight so we can get all the fun. No, they're not trying to silence me. Right, I think we're there. I'll try and monitor the VU meter, which is over there. All right, puppy. Listen, I'm not talking to you. Out, please. Come on. No whining. Come on. Out you go. Come on. No whining. Come on, you've had stuff. Go. Go out now. Go on. Go out. Go. I'm not talking to you. Go on. I'm not. Go on. Out your bum. Thank you. Go and lie down. Sorry. It's going to be whiny enough what you hear now anyway. Right, I'm going to bring up my notes, because what I'm going to tell you now, I thought, well, I need to start from the beginning, and I want to try and go through in a sensible order. I don't want to miss things out, and I want to keep it try and keep it concise, because I don't want to confuse, okay? Because what you're about to hear now is going to be like, what the fuck, okay? Because I've kept a secret for 3 years. 3 years. I've kept a secret, and now you're going to hear it, okay? It's basically a horrible experience I've had with the police, courtesy of one wanker who was trying to reset my passwords earlier on, yeah? And that's not the last we'll have heard of him tonight, because he will be making sure that this phone rings and rings and rings and rings in a little bit. So we'll just keep the phone there so you can hear it when it happens, all right? Tonight is about you, wanker, okay? Tonight's about you, okay? I'm going to tell you a little story about somebody whose name you should be able to guess. And I don't want to tell you who they are, because, let me just put my headphones on in case somebody comes into the StreamYard. Nobody's there at the moment. I'm not really going to take people in until about 11:30, 11:45, something like that, because this is going to take a little while to kind of go through. So I'm just going to start at the beginning. So anyway, right, this is for you, Mr. Wanker. People can work out who you are by what I'm just about to say, okay? I'm not going to name you, because I don't want to really give you credit for the absolute retard that you are, yeah? You low wattage gurgler, okay? You are an expert at being a prick, and people are now going to know exactly what you've been doing for the last 3 years. Not just to me, but to a number of people, yeah? You are an expert at being an absolute prick, and now they're going to know why, and then they're going to know just what you're up to and just what you're capable of. And the reason I'm doing this is because it's almost 3 years to the day when this shit started happening, right? 3 years to the day. And I am not in any way, shape or form going to get into any trouble for telling people this, because all the restrictions have gone. Because I couldn't talk about this for 2 years, and then I shouldn't have really talked about it for a year afterwards because of something that happened, okay? All right? But now, we're clear to talk about it. So we're going to tell them all about you and your little no, we won't be using terms like that. We'll just be using terms like low wattage gurgler, okay, and things like that, yeah? Wanker. Fucking prick, yeah? So let's start at the beginning. Chapter 1. I went out on an explore with somebody who is now my stalker, right? And when I found out what an individual they were, what a complete and utter individual they were, because believe you me, there ain't many people on the planet as fucked up as this, okay? They didn't want to share petrol money when I took them out on a guided tour explore, right? And they didn't want to share a penny because they're as tight as they come, right? They moaned about everything on the Explorer. Nothing was right, nothing was good enough, yeah? Nothing was good enough, yeah? Yeah? And they even got themselves lost in a cave where they were told to stay with everyone else and not leave the group. And they left the group with no torch, and they ran off, and then they went into the darkness and were found screaming an hour later, yeah, screaming in the darkness like a little child, like a little baby, like a little 2-year-old. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to try to stick to the script, but I'm digressing, okay? But nothing was good enough for them, yeah? They stayed outside my house because they didn't want to come in the house because apparently my dog was too dirty for them, yeah? And everything about me and my life and everything was shit, yeah? But that was the subterfuge, because what they were really angry about was the fact that I was friendly with their friend, Jordan, yeah? Right? But they wouldn't come in the house because of the dirty dog. And anyway, I just thought, this guy is more trouble than it's worth, yeah? This guy is an absolute penis. So I severed communications with him. Yeah, he just wasn't happy that I was friends with his mate Jordan. And that's why he was kicking off. He was causing all sorts of trouble and going, nah. And I'm not coming in your house. Yeah, well, okay, whatever. You know, your loss. You had to sleep out in the village. And was scared then because you thought somebody in the village might get them. Do you know how safe this village is? But apparently, Mr. Baby Pants, yeah, thought that somebody was going to come and get him in my village. Yeah, anyway, so we left him there and he stayed out there stewing in his own juices, and after that event, after all those events, I just cut off communication with him, yeah. He did then do his best to try and split up me with Jordan as friends, but it didn't work because, you know, I think my friendship with Jordan was about 1,000 times stronger than the very short amount of time I spent with this idiot to find out what a complete and utter wanker they were. And I could tell you other stories, but I won't bore you with them. But anyway, then came the incident at the bunker in London, which I talked about on this channel. Remember the incident at the bunker where I was exploring the bunker, and all of a sudden, whilst I was at the bottom of the shaft, the spiral staircase, I heard dog bark at the top, and I had my dog with me. And this particular stalker was there on the explore. And guess what happened? The police turned up because they'd been told that terrorists were trying to get into the London Underground. Oh. And remember that story? Yeah. Remember that story? And how there was a person called Matthew Hooper, yeah, who was caught on dash cam from Jordan's car, directing the police, go to my car, yeah, go to his car, he's a terrorist, get in there, do it, get in his car. But the thing is, I escaped that bunker with my dog and had to lift my dog over a fence and drop my dog down the other side, whilst those who were at the surface, including Stalker and a friend, got had by the police. Yeah? But the thing is, it didn't work out, you see, because I think the plan was, by Matthew Hooper, that I be caught by the police. And who told Matthew Hooper I was going to be there? Who told Matthew Hooper I was going to be there? Well, oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Food ordering now. Food ordering. Yeah. There you go. First one of the night. Yeah. Right. This is who we're dealing with now, right? This is what he does every single live stream. Yeah. Reset your passwords. Reset your passwords. Reset your passwords, which doesn't reset my password. And then order food. Order food. Order food. We'll come to that in a minute. Right. We'll come to that in a little bit, because I've got a little bit of an audio clip to play for you, which will just kind of illustrate to you what's been going on. Yeah, Matt Hooper. I don't normally like to kind of identify who he is, but his channel name is Urban Fox Cub, and he has a rather big reputation for himself because he got done when he was about 17. He got done for having sex with an underage girl who he held down and said he was going to kill her if the friend who was with her, because there were two of them, but he held one down and said, yeah, I'm going to kill her if you say anything. And they did say something, and he got done for it. And he was meant to go, oh, here we go, Food time. Yeah, there we go. So it begins. Yeah, this is the guy now, right? We're talking about, right? The stalker, right? This is him. Yeah. So we just leave the phone on so you can just see what I normally turn my phone off for, because I get 15 or 20 food orders during a night. But yeah. Anyway, so back to the point. This guy Matt Hooper, who has raped an underage girl and got done for it, and narrowly avoided jail, right? He promised he was going to go into the army to the magistrates, yeah? And he never did join the army. He became a fake plastic security guard. And anyway, we'll come back to him in a bit, because it doesn't seem like his naughty antics with underage girls stopped there. But we'll wait till the chapter further down. But my interest is that he was there in London, and he was there pointing at my car going, get him. But who was there at that bunker who might have tipped him off to the fact that we were going to be there that night? Who was there? Well, it wasn't Jordan. Here's another one. Yeah, that's another food order coming in. Yeah. Who was there that night with Matthew Hooper, with our friend? And was it Jordan? I don't think it was Jordan. I think it was Stalker. So I think Stalker told Matt Hooper we were going to be there. Why would he do that? Was it because he was jealous that I was hanging around with his friend Jordan, and he thought that all the police being there would be a good way to say to Jordan, you don't want to hang around with this Matt guy, he's nothing but trouble. Look, terrorist things, police, you don't want to hang around with him, he's trouble. You don't get into trouble when you're with me, the stalker, but you do get into trouble when you're with Matt. Yeah, here we go. More food. There you go, folks. Yeah, there you go. All night long, this will be all night. Yeah. Just want to show you the love that this stalker shows me. And we haven't even started yet, right? Yeah. So, Jordan wasn't very happy about the fact that somebody like Matt Hooper, but more likely the stalker, his ex-friend, the friend that he then cut ties with, Jordan wasn't very happy that this incident had happened, and it appeared to be Matt Hooper, and he thought, fuck this guy. So he said, no, I hate this guy now, Matt Hooper, he's a prick. Yeah, we caught him on the dash cam directing to the police to Matt's car, so he definitely can't be trusted. But he still had a little bit of trust there for the stalker, right? Because he couldn't see he was being played by the stalker. Yeah, because it was the stalker told Matt Hooper we were going to be there, and got Matt Hooper to do his dirty work, because the stalker don't do shit himself. He always gets somebody else to do his dirty work, so it appears to take the spotlight off the stalker. You see, it's not me, it was him. Yeah, really. But we know it was you. It's obviously you, because it seems to be you every time. Every time you're involved, something like that seems to go down. So we know it's you. Yeah, we know it's you. Yeah. So anyway, Jordan then went with Stalker on a boat ride. Yeah, a boat ride up the Thames or something like that, right? And he got there, and when he got there and he got on the boat with Stalker, Stalker went up the way, and who was there on the jetty ready to be picked up by Stalker? None other than can you guess? Matt Hooper. Yeah. So now the connection has been made, because Stalker was so stupid he invited Matt Hooper to come on the boat with Jordan, and Jordan just went, I see how this works now. I see how this works. He's mates with Matt Hooper. Matt Hooper, the guy who nearly got us done saying we were terrorists trying to get into the London Underground. And he's inviting them on a boat ride. Well, now it's pretty obvious. The connection, isn't it? Oh, more food, folks. More food for me. Oh, all the food for me, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I'm going to be so full up of food tonight, aren't I? Yes, really. So anyway, Jordan said, let me off this boat. I do not want to be on this boat. And Jordan got off and walked away. Yeah, he said, fuck you, yeah, Mr. Stalker, and fuck you, Mr. Hooper. I'm not having this. Goodbye. And he severed his connections. Here we go. More food, baby. Yeah, he severed his connections with the Stalker. Oh, different, really. Oh, more calls. Yeah. So he said, no, I've been played here, and I've been taken for a fool. And he said, no. Oh, look, one from Manchester now. Yeah, more food for me, baby. More food, baby. Yeah, but they all know who you are, and they all know what you've done. And I bet you some have been mentioning it in the chat. I take no responsibility. If you want to mention the name in the chat, that's up to you. You know, I'm not mentioning his name on here. But if you want to in the chat, that's up to you. I take no responsibility for it. I can't monitor the chat. It's going too fast. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyway. Here we go. Another one again. Yeah. No. Another one again. No. Yeah. So how many times do I have to, cancel these calls before I get bored of it? Yeah? 15, 20 times? Yeah? Before I get bored of it? Yeah? Because this is what we normally have to do. I have to turn my phone off during the live stream, because this is what happens every single live stream for the last 3 years. Okay? This is what happens. Yeah? Because this guy is mental. And this guy is obsessed. And this guy cannot get me out of his head. And this guy watches every single thing I do. And he's there for every single live. So that's pretty obsessed, wouldn't you say? Yeah? But then we are dealing with a mental patient here. Yeah? Mental patient. Yeah. So, pretty much par for the course then, isn't it, really? Here we go. Another one again. No. Yeah. Gets boring, doesn't it? Gets really boring really fast. So let's get on with the points, okay? So anyway, after Jordan severed ties with the Stalker went absolutely flipping mental, right? Which we already know he is, but he went completely bonkers, right? And started ringing Jordan 100 times a day, right? And when Jordan wouldn't answer the phone to him, he got other people, right? Because again, he always likes to use other people. He got other people to ring Jordan and then hand the phone over to him, yeah? So he's like, I want to speak to you. I want to speak to you. And Jordan said, no, here we go. More food orders. Yeah, more food orders. Yeah. So Jordan didn't want to have any contact with this guy. He wanted to say, no, I'm not having any more with you because you've literally done a number on me and I know now exactly what you're about. But that wasn't good enough. Here we go again. Yeah. Jordan said, no, not interested. No, go away. And even when these other people were ringing him, Jordan said, no, not interested. So then the threat started. From this Stalker, right? And what did this Stalker say? If you don't speak to me, I'm going to come round your house and kick your door in and kick your fucking face in. Wow. What, you mean this scrawny fucker, Stalker, which I literally lifted up off the floor one day, and we'll talk about this later on. I picked him up off the fucking floor and swung him around. Yeah? Yeah. This little scrawny fucker, what, he's going to come and kick your door in? is he, Jordan? He's going to come and kick your door in and kick your head in, is he? Wow. Yeah? I think he'd probably break his leg. Oh, here we go. Private number now. Oh, wow. Private number. Wow. Mwah. Not happening. Not happening. So he started threatening Jordan. Yeah? This is how this all kind of started out. Yeah? And then I thought, do you know what? This guy is so out of order. Yeah? With Jordan and what he's doing to Jordan, and how he did something to split Jordan and Luke up from being friends, because they were actually partners at one point, and he split them up by sending out information to children talking about Jordan's gay sex life with Luke. Yeah? This stalker sent, here we go, different number, no, not having it. Yeah, I could do this all night. I could do this all night long. Yeah. So yeah, this little twisted stalker, right, who likes to hang round with 8-year-olds. Here we are. More food orders. No, not having it. Yeah, not having it. Yeah. This little stalker who likes to hang around with 8-year-old children and grooms 8-year-old children, what did he do? He sent out sexual information about Jordan and Luke, yeah, to children. And got them, oh look, ringing. Not happening. Not happening. All right, stalker, because we're going to tell him all about you. And we're going to resume where we started off 3 years ago. Yeah? We're going to resume the conversation that we started having 3 years ago. Yeah, exactly. Yeah? So anyway, this little weirdo likes to hang around with 8-year-old children. And what's he doing with 8-year-old children? He's a 30-year-old guy hanging around with 8-year-old children that have got Asperger's, that are on the spectrum, you know? Yeah? They're autistic children, and he's gathering them up and grooming them, right, to be part of his gang. Yeah? And what's all that about then? What's all that about? Is it just exploring, or is it exploring? I think it's probably a little bit of that too, because any sick puppy who will send out sexual information to 8-year-old children, yeah, about Jordan and Luke, there's got to be something slightly going on, isn't there? Got to be something slightly going on, don't you think? Yeah? Oh, I think there probably is. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so after he's threatened to break into Jordan's house and kick Jordan's head in, yeah, I decided to release a video which exposed this guy's face. Yeah, because he doesn't like people seeing his face, because he likes to be behind the scenes and he don't want people knowing what he's up to. But I revealed his face, and I put his face up on YouTube, and I kept putting it up, and he was complaining to YouTube and they were taking it down, and I kept putting it back up, and I kept putting it back up, because I thought, you know what, you're a sick puppy, and you deserve to be exposed for what you're doing. Oh, another food order. Oh wow. God, how am I going to manage to eat all this food, folks? Yeah. So, yeah, I showed his face, and he wasn't happy with that. He was not happy with that at all, because that is the number one cardinal sin in his world, is showing his face. He doesn't want his face being seen. Why would he, when what he's up to is no good? Yeah. Why would he want his face being seen? And anyway, this went on for quite some time. You know, this went on for quite some time. And then he had the audacity to complain to the police that this was harassment. And I got pulled in and questioned regarding harassing him. And it went to court. And this guy, who climbs up skyscrapers, climbs up cranes, yeah, runs away from police, and has his own YouTube channel, yeah, he's got his own YouTube channel where you can go and listen to his voice. And even though he's got a pretty high-pitched voice, yeah,
And he talks like this because his balls haven't dropped.
yeah, right, his balls haven't dropped, yeah, right, this guy who's full of himself, yeah, on his videos, yeah, couldn't come to court. When I was in court, he couldn't come to court because apparently he can't use public transport, right? And he doesn't like public transport. But actually, we had videos which we brought to court which showed that he surfs on tops of buses and surfs on tops of trains, and he actually owns a car. But he couldn't come to court, so he had to be on a remote link, yeah? And guess what? In the remote link, he was talking like this. I can't talk. I've got a problem. I'm autistic. I can't function. Which worked kind of well because the magistrate, unfortunately, lapped that up. Okay? Lapped up that this was a poor guy who couldn't even hurt a fly because he's so ineffectual and so dim, yeah, right, so dim, and the magistrate lapped it up. And I had a barrister who was meant to be presenting my evidence in that court case, yeah. My barrister fucked up, seriously. Because she didn't put in a thing called a character application, which allowed us to present the evidence of him surfing buses, surfing trains, climbing cranes, and all that stuff that would have shown that this guy who was going, I can't speak, I'm help me, I'm such a victim, I'm such a victim, yeah, right? And we were told by the magistrate, because my barrister fucked up, an American lady, and she fucked up royally, we were told, no evidence. We're not allowed to present evidence. And I said to her, well, how the hell are we going to fight the case if we can't put the evidence forward? We had witnesses, we had Jordan, we had Luke, yeah, who were ready to come forward as witnesses and talk. They weren't allowed forward because we weren't allowed to challenge the character of the defendant. We weren't allowed to challenge whether or not the person who was on that remote link was pretending that they were incapacitated. Yeah, we weren't allowed to challenge it. So they were allowed to go, I'm a victim, with no challenge from us. And I said, this is not right, to the magistrate. This is not right. We've got evidence. And he said, you're not having the evidence because your barrister fucked up. Now, my barrister should have said at that point, we need to adjourn the case. And we can put the character application in and we can restart the case when we got the character application in. But instead of doing that, more food. Instead of doing that and adjourning the case, she took me out of the court and she said, do you know what? I think your best bet is to just go guilty because that'll be the best thing for you. But what she really meant was that was the best thing for her not to look like a complete and utter twat. Yeah? A complete and utter twat for the mistake she'd already made, which the magistrate had pointed out. You made a blunder, my dear. You didn't put the character application in. And if you didn't put the character application in, you can't have any evidence. So what does she turn around to me and say, oh no, I think you should just go guilty because then that will mean I don't have egg on my face and it's not going to go any further. And I said, well, could I appeal this? Could we just restart the case? Could I appeal this? You should. Oh no, we can't delay the case. Just go guilty. And I said, is that my only option? And she's like, yeah, that's your only option, is just go guilty. So I was a little bit overwhelmed, so I just went guilty. and I accepted the fact that I was gagged in the court, right? And when I tried to bring it up twice, we've got evidence, we can bring this forward. I was told by the magistrate, if I say that one more time, I will be held in contempt of court for pointing out we have evidence and witnesses that we would like to bring forward. But because she fucked up, me trying to say that, please, can we have her evidence, yeah, when she wasn't backing me and she wasn't standing for my best interests, meant that I was now in conflict with the magistrate. And he said, if you say another thing or try to talk about this evidence you've got one more time, I'll hold you in contempt and you will be taken to jail. So I had to go zippy, zippy, zip, yeah? And I was now like this. What the fuck is going on here, yeah? So I went with the barrister's advice. I was found guilty. I was given 200 hours community service, yeah, and had to do probation, yeah. And that probation was due to last for 2 years, which I did. I did my community service in 3 months, which was unheard of. Oh, look, more food. More food. I did my community service in 3 months, which was unheard of. Record timing. Got absolutely gold stars from the place that I did the community service with, which was a animal charity called Blue Cross in Trowbridge, yeah. And I did my 3 months there, and then I was out, boosh, yeah. And I did my probation. I did my 2 years of probation, and that all went through fine, yeah. And then I had another year left to go on something else that was something else I had with the people from Westbury Manor that caused a load of stink, yeah. And I won the case, but they asked for an injunction, and the injunction ran for 3 years, yeah. So I let that run out today, yeah. So the injunction ran out today, and here I am talking to you today at the nearest possible opportunity about all the bullshit that's gone on. Anyway, right, I need to go to the toilet, so I'm going to put you for a second on intermission music, and I'll be back now, because this is just the beginning. You have not heard anything yet. Do not leave, because this is going to get really fucking twisted in a second. Go on. Go on. Go on. I'm back in the room. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, right, I'm back in the room. Just gonna pour myself a pint. Oh, bloody hell, folks. This is emotional. This is emotional. Here we are. Food again. Food again. Anybody? Nope. No thanks. No food. We're not having food. It never gets delivered anyway, so no. We're not going to take those calls. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're back in the room. And the dog's back in. She thinks I've got food. I have not got any food. I have not got any food. Anyway, right. So where were we? I went to court accused of harassing this person by literally pointing out that they are endangering children's lives, and a 30-year-old person hanging around with a group of autistic 8-year-old to 13-year-old children, and how that is a little bit weird, yeah? How it's a little bit strange. but I got taken to court for harassment. And was I allowed to defend myself? Was I fuck? No, I was not allowed to defend myself because of a mistake by my barrister. And I accepted. I just went, look, anything for an easy fucking life. Go on then. Guilty, fine, right. 200 hours, right, okay. It's not really... Here we go again. Boing. Nope, we're not having that food, I'm afraid. No. So I went back home. I drove back home from the court with my tail between my legs thinking, what the fuck has just happened? What has just happened? Kaylee Colston was in the court, right? Kaylee Colston was there. Jordan was there. Luke was there. There were a number of other people. I invited people from YouTube to come to see the court case because I wanted them to see what happened. And everybody at the end of it was like, Matt, here we go again. Here we go again, folks. No, not having it. Yeah. And this is not going to stop. As long as I keep my phone on ring, this will not stop all night long. Because the wanker is there and the wanker is going, ha 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 ha. Yeah? Well, you're going to go ha 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 a lot more now when I tell them what you did next. Because people need to know the measure of what you're about. Because you got away with that in court. You got lucky. You got lucky. Because had I had my head a little bit more sorted, which, you know, when you're in court, there's a lot of pressure on you, you know, and that's why you have a representative. You have a legal representative. Here we go again. Nope. Right? So we are literally head spun out in court, and I took this advice from the barrister, which was bad advice. And I said, okay, then I'll just take the hours. I'll just do the community service. And she said, oh yeah, don't appeal it, because if I appealed it, what would I be appealing the case on? I would be appealing the case on the fact that the barrister fucked up, which the barrister didn't want really being highlighted because she fucked up so bad. Oh, more food. More food. Wow. Angel, you're going to get fat with all this food that's being delivered. Oh, look. Phone call again. Boom. No. Not happening. Not happening. So, yeah. This is what... Ringing again. Shall I answer it? Shall I answer it? Look, dude. I have not ordered any food. Please fuck off. Okay? Bye.
Bye, sir.
Yeah, I've not ordered any food, so please fuck off. Yeah? Goodbye.
But why are you shouting, mate?
Bye. No, fuck off. Bye. Yeah? Hello.
Hello.
I guess this is about a food order which I have not made, which has been made in my name.
Okay. We want to understand. That's all. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, sorry, dude. I get it a lot. I'm live streaming on YouTube and I get fucked around by people ordering food in my name. Yeah.
It's about £100. That's why you just called. We want to make sure. That's all. Thank you for
Yeah. No, sorry, dude. I'm really pissed off because I've had it about 15 times this evening.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. I hope you didn't make any food and waste any money because this guy is doing my nut. Cheers.
We make some already about 25, 50 pounds, but it's okay. We're gonna stop it.
Mate, listen. It's happened to me a lot. It's a stalker. I'm actually on a live stream now talking about the stalker, and I'm just getting my phone is ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing with about 15 different companies doing this.
Make sure sort out because they're noisy, you know.
Mate.
They order from us £100.
Yeah.
Look what the situation. But thank you for answers.
Yeah.
Just don't
All right,
do
mate.
it to anyone. It's not. I know. We know now. It's not you.
Yeah. Listen.
Just no sharing,
put my number on the wall as a. If you ever get a number from this one again, do not make the food. Don't make the food. All right.
Okay.
Cheers, man. Yeah. Bye. Bye.
No
Right. Okay. I think you get the idea now. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm now going to turn the phone on to silent because I think you get the idea that this will not stop all night long. unless I turn the phone on to silent. So the phone is now going on silent because I'm now going to tell you the most twisted part of the story, and I don't want to be disrupted for this bit. Okay, so now the phone is on Do Not Disturb. Okay, now we get really twisted. Okay? Are you strapped in tight? Have you got a drink? You're going to need it for this bit. Because that's not just what this person does. He don't just order food. He don't just try to reset your PayPal accounts. He doesn't just fuck you up by trying to get you caught by police saying that you're terrorists, but doing it through a proxy, yeah? He doesn't just do stuff like that. This is what this guy really does, okay? I'd accepted the 200 hours community service. I'd accepted the fact that I was going to have to do probation. And I'd said goodbye to Kaylee and said goodbye to Jordan and Luke and thanked them for coming down and all the money and time they'd had to spend coming to the court to just be told that they couldn't present their evidence. Yeah, brilliant. So I drove home thinking, what the fuck has just happened? And I arrived back at my house, I got out of my car, and do you know what happened next? I'm surrounded by police officers. Yeah? I'm surrounded by police officers. Angel, I got no food. Out. Go on. I've got nothing for you. Sorry. Go on. Go on. She's like, give me food. So, I'm surrounded by police officers. And they say, Matthew Williams? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, you're under arrest. I'm like, what for? And they said, threats to kill. I'm like, you what? You what? Yeah? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, can we just talk about this, please? Or what? And they're like, no. There's no talking about this. This is so serious. You just get straight in the back of our police car and go to the police station. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, now I'm in the back of a police car and I'm on the way to the police station. And I'm like, okay, what's gone on here? And then I get to the police station and I spend about 18 hours in the police station and I don't get really fed very well and I'm pretty much like left in a very cold cell, twiddling my thumbs. And eventually, right at the end, when my solicitor has arrived, because I got a duty solicitor came, I'm told, oh, you are being interviewed regarding threats to kill immigrants coming into Dover Port. And I'm like, well, that's news to me. And they're like, well, you wrote a letter saying that you were going to kill immigrants coming into Dover Port and it's got your name on it and your details. And I'm like, sounds a bit weird, don't you think? Somebody is literally admitting to a crime they're going to do with their details of who they are and where they live. So surely that means then you'll come straight to them and arrest them because they must be mentally insane. And I'm not mentally insane. And it's not me that's done this. And they're like, oh, well, you'll just have to kind of tell us all about it because we've got your computers and your hard drives and we're going to have a look through everything about you and we're going to see whether this was you. And I'm like, yeah, well, why would somebody literally do something that is going to send the police straight to their door like that? Now, bear in mind, this happened on the day I was at court. The police came after I came back from court. Yeah? Right? I'm just having a look in the chat to see, like, if anybody's kind of, like, getting this. Yeah? I hope I'm explaining this clearly for you. Okay? I hope I'm not missing anything. So eventually, I was allowed out. I was given bail conditions. Bail conditions not to go to Dover and near any immigrants. You know, like, and I was able to go home to no computer. My hard drives are gone. My laptops are gone. My phones have gone. Nice. Very good. Amazing. Wonderful. Yeah. Now, scratching my head, thinking, who the fuck has done this? One name comes to mind. The same person, I'm thinking, that I was in court with today, who was probably shitting his pants because he knew we would bring evidence and we would bring witnesses, and he was going to get the case fucked out of court. And he was so desperate to make sure that I didn't make it to court that he thought, well, if I get him arrested, he ain't coming to court. Yeah, basically. Amazing, hey? Amazing. So, I have to wait 4 months till they've decided that it's not me, and I can get my computer back, and I can get my phone back, and my hard drives back, and my laptop back. 4 months I had to wait before they made the common sense decision, no, this is probably not the guy. And in that time I had sent them communications which I was having from my stalker that was saying, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to destroy you, I'm going to fuck you up. And I'm like, so I'd sent all that to the police and said, look, this is the guy who's doing it to me, yeah? This is his name, this is where he lives, yeah? And it's obviously this guy, because this is who I've just been in court with. And he's got problems which put him on the spectrum. Yeah? So it seems pretty obvious that it's the guy. Yeah? And they went, oh, well, we'll kind of look into that. And then they didn't do anything. They didn't look into the guy. And when I contacted them and said, have you done anything? I've sent you all this information and I've sent you all the evidence and the witness statements from the people who went to court saying what a mental patient we're dealing with here. Yeah. And they went, well, there's not really any evidence to say it was him. We don't know who did it. And I'm like, yeah, but it's fairly obvious who did it, because who've I just gone to court with? And they're like, yeah, but no, we can't really see it somehow. We can't see it. I'm like, oh, so you're not going to do anything then? And they're like, no. So, oh, okay then. So I've just been fucked over and you're not going to investigate who fucked me over. Great. Wonderful. So I just got to take that one on the chin then, is it? Yeah, great. So in addition to me having to do the community service hours and go to probation, I've just literally been fucked up the arse. Great. And I've just got to go, ha, smile. Smile. Enjoy it. Enjoy the fun. Yeah. So, couple of months went by, 3 or 4 months after that. Knock, knock, knock on the door in the morning. Answer the door. About 15 police officers out there with guns. I go, hello. And they go, are you Matthew Williams? And I go, yeah. You're under arrest. Turn around. Cuffs on. Bang. On my doorstep. And I go, this wouldn't by any chance be anything to do with somebody saying that I have made threats to kill, because I've already been through this once before and you should already be aware that this has happened to me once before, and you went no further action. And they went, we don't care, because we deal with every case as a new case and every case is dealt with separately. And I went, yeah, but aren't you going to take into any consideration the fact that this has already been investigated once and no further action, and you came in my house and you took my computers and you took my hard drives, you took my laptops and you took all this stuff, and if you do this to me today, then with this amount of officers here, it looks like you're going to come in and you're going to do it again. And they went, yes, we are. Get in the back of the car, go down the police station, get booked in, spend 18 hours, 19 hours in there again, get a new duty solicitor, be interviewed, where I tell them, this has happened to me once before. And they go, oh, no, we're not interested in what's happened to you before. We're only interested in what we're doing now. And I go, but isn't this a bit mental that you're not taking anything that's happened before into consideration? And they went, no. We always deal with every case as an individual case. And I'm like, well, that's really good for you, but it's not very good for me, is it? And they went, well, that's the way it is. And I'm like, okay. So I guess you're in my house now, rummaging through my stuff, taking all my stuff again. Yeah? And they're like, yes, we're in your house right now. I'm like, oh, brilliant. Wonderful. So I'm now going to lose my computer again for a few months. And then at the end of all this, you're going to go no further action. You're going to give it back to me. And they're like, well, we'll have to see when the investigation goes through. And I'm like, right, okay. So I was then told what it was about. The first one was saying that I was going to kill immigrants in Dover. The second one was saying that I was going to kill the Prime Minister and an MP called Ian Duncan Smith. So this was the Met Police now, arresting me through Wiltshire Police, using Wiltshire Police officers. Apparently I was going to kill the Prime Minister. Brilliant. So I got swatted. This is what they call swatting. I got swatted twice. Now bear in mind that when this happens to you and you lose your stuff, you lose your phone, you lose your computer, you lose your hard drives, you lose your laptops. When I'm trying to run a YouTube channel, it means I've got to go out and I've got to buy another computer, another phone, another laptop, yeah? And I've got to buy a hard drive to work from, and I've got to now go out and film stuff, and I've not got my old hard drives, yeah? I've not got my old hard drives that I can edit stuff from because that's off with the police. So I've got to wait 4 months to get my stuff back again. So guess what? This is the second lot of extra computers I bought, yeah? And they came in and took the computer I was using and the one I bought from the first time. So they took all those computers, so now I'm on to computer 3. And phone number 3, yeah? Yeah, you know, because I bought another phone, then I got the phone back, then they took the 2 phones, then I had to buy phone 3, yeah? So now I'm on to phone 3. And everything is starting to get pretty expensive, and it's starting to make me a little bit like, this is getting fucking boring fast, yeah? So I asked them, are you going to investigate this time the person who is doing this to me? And they came back after 4 months and they said, well, here's your stuff, no further action. And I said, yeah, but what about the investigating the person who's doing this to me? And they said, just like the first time, they said, well, there's no evidence of who actually did it. And I'm like, really? I said, is this my new fucking life? Is this my new life? Is this what I've got to put up with every 4 or 5 months? This again and again. This is twice this has happened. I said, this is not right. This is not right. You people should be looking into my file and see that this has happened to me before, right? And you shouldn't be doing this, yeah? Because you're going no further action, no further action. But what's the promise or what's the guarantee that you will not do this a third time? Yeah? And they said, well, there is no guarantee really, Mr. Williams, you know. And I'm like, well, there has to be a fucking guarantee because I can't have this keep happening to me. So I put in a complaint, and the complaint was upheld. That the police should have investigated but didn't. That was upheld, right? And that I should have some sort of protection on my house so that it is noted on the computer system that if the police come to my house again, it flashes up, by the way, he's being targeted and swatted, yeah? And I got it in writing from the complaints department of Wiltshire Police saying, we will put a protection order on your house. I got it in fucking black and white. Yeah? So guess what happens? After I got my stuff back, 4 or 5 months later, knock, knock, knock on the door. Do I even have to go and tell you what happened again? Because yes, I got arrested on my doorstep for the 3rd time. I said, what about the protection order on my house? I said, what protection order on your house? And I said, well, I've got it in writing, there's a protection order. We don't know nothing about that. In we come, get in the car, go to the station, spend umpteen hours there, get released, come home, computer's gone, spare computer's gone, laptop's gone, spare laptop's gone. Fucking all the stuff that I got given back is all gone. My phones have gone, including the ones I've replaced it with. Gone. Yeah, all that's gone. Yeah, now I'm in a world of fucking shit for the 3rd time. Yeah, and now I'm complaining about the fact that they said you were going to put a protection order on my house and you didn't, and you said you were going to investigate it and you didn't. And then they come back, the complaints people come back and they go, oh yeah, we did say we were going to do that and we didn't do it, did we? Oh yeah, and we said we were going to protection order on your house and oh, we didn't do it, did we? Oh, yeah. And I'm like, fuck off, this is time 3. This can't happen a 4th time. This cannot fucking happen a 4th time. You cannot do this to me. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to fucking move out of my house and leave the UK? Because it doesn't seem like there's any common sense going on here. You've said no further action now. 3 times no further action. 3 times it's not me. 3 times you don't know who's doing it. But 3 times you're not actually going to look into it. Yeah? So what happened about February time this year? Knock, knock, knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock on the fucking door. You're under arrest. 4th time. This time I was accused of threatening to kill the Welsh Prime Minister. Oh no, I forgot one. Sorry. There's one missing in here. There was a threat to kill my local MP called Danny Kruger. Yeah? Right? That was sandwiched in between there, right? That's one, yeah? And then the most recent one, which happened about February time this year, was a threat to kill the Welsh Prime Minister, right? And it was rather disgusting what was sent. It was pornographic as well as a threat this time by Mr. Stalker. Well done. Top marks. Top marks. Really disgusting. And, yeah. Got arrested, got all my stuff taken. Yeah. And South Wales Police, because they deal with the Welsh Parliament, so it's South Wales Police, they've still got my stuff right now. They've still got it. Still got my hard drives, still got a laptop, still got my phones, still got my main machine. I'm on about the 4th fucking computer here, and I have literally maxed out my credit cards. Yeah? I've maxed out my fucking credit cards. I'm up to here in fucking debt. I don't have any more money. If anyone wonders why I haven't been doing videos so much lately, it's because I'm paying off the fucking interest on my credit cards. I haven't got any fucking money to go exploring. I can only do local explores. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. It's a really fun fucking world. Full of stalkers and cunts. Yeah. Anyway. Right. Let me scroll down my list because I'm missing stuff here. Let me just scroll down the list. Right. No, I'm doing pretty well. Without my list, I'm actually doing pretty well. Yeah. I'm actually doing really well. Which just shows to show I don't need to actually have written a timeline list here because I'm actually doing pretty well. So anyway, I'm waiting for my stuff back. I've asked Doggy, go beds. Please. Go beds. Anyway, I'm waiting for my stuff back. I've asked to have a list of what was taken because they don't like telling you what they've taken. They just come and take your stuff, and then you just got to go, well, I hope that thing that I'm missing is something that was taken by police, because I just don't know where it is, you know. And you ask them for a list, and then they go, don't speak to us, don't write to us, we don't want you communicating with us. So I've had this shit, which is why I did the video about Tamsin, yeah? Tamsin. Because she's got my stuff, and she's literally told me I'm not allowed to make contact with her to ask her what stuff she's got. She's told me point blank I have to go through my solicitor. I cannot contact her directly. Yeah? She does not want me contacting her directly. I have to go through my solicitor, and I have to get him to ask, what stuff have you taken? Yeah? So this is gone absolutely ballistic. And this stalker has been doing this to me. This has been going on for 3 years, non-stop. Like the food ordering, like the hacking, like all the stuff. Yeah? The audio's gone funny. Right, okay, sorry. Audio's gone funny. Come on. Sorry, folks. Yeah. How long did that happen for then? Hopefully it's come back now. Jesus. I saw it going whoosh, 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 whoosh. Right. Yeah, hopefully it's back now. Sorry. Yeah. They'll all say it's coming back now. I really don't know what's gone wrong with this cable. But the thing is, it's like, I've got to be perfectly honest, folks, right? This shit has taken its toll on me. Okay? This shit has taken its toll. And what's the saying? Good now. Yeah. Because I've had to deal with this, and I couldn't really talk about it because of the fact that somebody's here. Jackie Green is here. I'll bring her in. You're just gonna have to let me finish this one off. But thanks for popping in. Right, I need to finish this. I'll just bring myself up a little bit bigger. How do I do that? There we go. Jackie's just going to emote and react, shocked, as I finish this one off. Okay, because don't think even Jackie knows what I'm about to say next. And it's not very good. Okay? She knows this bit, but she doesn't know the second bit I'm going to tell you. Okay? I was attacked, physically attacked, in Lidl's. Nothing to do with Urbex, right? Somebody who had a grudge with me for something that happened in a pub 10 years ago, right? Apparently I upset his missus, and his missus wasn't very happy, yeah? So he held a grudge for 10 years, and he saw me in Lidl's, and he came up behind me with a bottle of wine, and he smashed it across my head, cutting my head open. Right? Blood everywhere. This happened in front of a child who was standing there looking with her mother, right? And saw him put a bottle across my head. There were 3 members of Lidl staff who watched him come in, grab the wine bottle and walk up the aisle like that, and then smash me across the head with it. So there were 3 witnesses of Lidl staff. There was a mother and a child, and this was done, right? Anyway, it didn't knock me out, and I just got up and looked at this prick, and I actually followed him down the aisle, and I said, well, you're in a lot of fucking trouble now. And he fucking fell over in the aisle, and he was like, ugh, trying to run away from what he just did, yeah? All on camera, yeah? Right? So he was done in court for ABH, actual bodily harm.
Sound's gone.
Please, for the love of God. How many times do I have to fuck with it? Sorry, folks. Anyway, this guy was done for ABH in court. And whilst I was at the probation, meeting my probation officer, who turned up doing his probation? But the same guy. And what did he do? He went absolutely berserk. I won't say any more. Actually, I shouldn't really say any more because it's an active case. about what's now happening because of this. This is the follow-on. Okay, so I've had that to deal with. Okay, so I've not only had Stalker swatting me 4 times over the last 3 years, I then had somebody attacking me physically in Lidl's. And you probably saw a few weeks ago, I went off to Wales because I just had a fucking guts full. I had a guts full of it all, right? I just didn't, to be honest, I didn't feel safe in my house because I felt like if I'm in my own house, the door's going to knock. And who's going to be at the door? It's going to be the police again. And it's going to be an arrest again. And it's going to be the same shit again. And I got people trying to fucking kill me, right? And making threats to kill me, right? I got this stalker sending me letters and letters and letters, right? Which I could bring up on screen and I could start reading them. Where he's like, I'm going to come round and kill you. You're going to die. You're going to die. Right? And all this sort of stuff. I don't feel like I need to bore you with it. Just trust me, right? I've had hundreds of these fucking letters. He signs me up to disgusting porn sites, the most filthiest, nastiest shit on the planet. And I've had to say to the police, this is not me, by the way. If you have a look on my computer and you see this stuff, right, this is not me. Have a look. It's all in a folder with this person's name on it, right, who's signed me up to this shit, yeah? This is not me, yeah? So, what the fuck? What the fuck, folks? What the fucking fuck? Yeah? I literally was at a pretty dark place a few weeks ago. And I'm just going to say now, Jackie, I hope this doesn't shock you and I hope this doesn't shock people at home. But I was in a pretty dark place. And I was just getting really drunk and I was taking a lot of antidepressants. And I took so many antidepressants, something went a bit wrong. And I started having problems with my heart and I couldn't breathe. And I had to ring an ambulance. And when they came round, they said, what are you doing? What are you doing all this stuff? And I said, well, shit's been happening to me. And they're like, the police came because of it, because they thought I was trying to commit suicide. And it kind of looked like I was trying to commit suicide. And it wasn't intentional. But I had to answer a lot of fucking questions about what was going on. And I said, what's going on? Really? You need me to tell you what's fucking going on? Yeah? I had somebody loosen the wheel nuts on my car. Right? On the day that I was trying to take my dog to the vet to have an operation. And when the operation was successful, I came home and somebody had stuck glass. Gone again. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, I had somebody loosen the wheel nuts on my car on the day that I was going to take the dog to the vet for surgery. Yeah, and when I came home, yeah, after the surgery was successful, and I told everybody online, I said, it's all been successful. I'm just hoping that the results are no cancer and this sort of stuff. And then somebody put glass in my back garden, put pieces of glass and stuck it in the fucking grass in my back garden, right? And it's just like, what the fuck, right? So around that time, I had this accident, okay, this little incident, and I told the police, I said, look, you know, I mean, somebody's trying to fucking either kill me or stop me from getting my dog taken care of, or trying to get my dog's paws cut up with glass in my back garden, and I just didn't know really what to do, and I've just been drinking and fucking taking antidepressants, and I don't know really what the fuck is going on right now. You know, and they're like, oh, okay. And I'm like, you know, and you're not listening to me, and you're not taking anything I say seriously, you know, and you just come for me, and you're not looking at the people that are doing this shit, yeah? And I'm fucking fed up. There's meant to be an order on my house by now, protecting me from this fucking shit going on. And there's no fucking order. Yeah, and they went, oh, we'll look into it. Anyway, that wasn't the only time this happened. Because whilst I was waiting for the police to fucking do something about it, I fucked up again. And I fucking got really fucking drunk and started fucking doing the same thing again. And I fucked up again, didn't I? And I ended up ringing the police, an ambulance again. Well, I rang the ambulance, but they rang the police. And they came, and then they said, what the fuck's going on? I said, well, I don't mean to be doing this, but I just don't know how I'm not coping very well with this at the moment. So they came and they questioned me, and I was fucking, I had the hospital fucking experience and fucking ambulance experience and all that fucking shit. Yeah. And it was like, yeah. And I'm now in a better state of mind because the police actually started listening to me after this. And they said, all right, we will look into this. And I said, really? You keep saying this, but you're not fucking doing it. Yeah? And they said, yeah, all right. And I said, what about this fucking order you keep promising you're going to put on the house so I can't fucking get swatted again? And they said, all right, we put the order on the house. So there's now an order on the house. And I've started to fucking come back to thinking there might be some light at the end of the tunnel for this. Okay? And I'm in a better headspace. I've decided that I'm not going to let this fucking shit get me down. Okay? I've decided that I'm not going to let these wankers win. Okay? And I have formulated a plan. Okay? It's a legal plan. It's not going to be straightforward. It involves lawyers, and it's going to be tricky. But I have a plan, okay? And I'm just focusing on that going forwards, okay? Most of my days, every day is taken up with writing letters to the police and writing letters to solicitors, and it takes up a lot of my energy. And it has been taking me away from doing the exploring. Because by the time I've finished writing all these fucking letters and dredging up all this shit from the past and having to go through it and write it again and again and again and again and again and again, I'm no good for video editing. I'm no good for anything. I'm just ready for bed. Yeah? And that's the way we've been. So that's my world. Thank you, Fred, for becoming a member. Thank you. And yeah, that's where we're at the moment. But don't worry, right? Because I've turned a corner on this, okay? There is some light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm going to be getting this sorted out. Now, this little prick, right, that we're talking about, this stalker, I caught him breaking into a building in London. And I said to my friend that I was with, I said, that's him. And he went, no, it can't be. And I said, no, I swear it is. I swear it is. And we were up a dark alley and we could see him. And it was the Kingsway bunker. Yeah? The one that we abseiled into. And he was there. This was a long time ago. When the front door was still openable on the left-hand side. Not the middle, left-hand side. And he was there with a fucking screwdriver, fucking going like this, and manipulating the door to get in. And I said, that is him, that's him. And my mate was like, nah. I said, look, come on, let's go up there. Let's go up and find out what's going on. Because he's obviously breaking in, yeah? So we went up there, and like the door was locked. I tried pulling it, the door was locked. So I went, tap, tap, tap on the door. And a voice came out from inside.
Who is it?
Yeah. And then the door flung open. And who was there? With a big screwdriver in his hand? But the stalker. Yeah? And what did he do? He ran at me with the fucking screwdriver. So what did I do? I grabbed his arm with the screwdriver, and I grabbed him by the scruff of his neck, and I lifted him off the fucking floor, and I said, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I swung him around and around and around, and I threw him at the fucking pavement. Yeah? And he went fucking mental then. And he goes, "You've assaulted me." I said, "You came at me with a fucking screwdriver, you prick." Yeah? And he's like, "I'm going to call the police." I said, "Fucking call them. And we can show them your fingerprints on the fucking screwdriver and the fucking door you just broke into, you prick." Yeah? And he's like, "Right, I'm going to film you. I'm filming you." I said, "Fucking film the face, mate. You know who I am and I know who you are." Yeah? And then I started walking down the fucking lane. I'm like, I've had a fucking guts full of this prick. So he's like walking behind me like this, right against my head with a fucking camera. "I've got you. I've got you." I said, "Have you got me? Have you got me? What you got me for then?" Yeah? I've got a witness here to you fucking coming at me with a screwdriver. Yeah? What the fuck were you doing? "I'm going to ring the police." Well, fucking ring them. I'll wait here for you. Come on, ring them. Ring them. So he fucking rang the police. He goes, "There's a man here and there's an injunction against him." What the fuck? Injunction? No, there's not. "He's here right now. He's here right now." I said, "Yeah, I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you." Like, all right. And it's like, screaming and shouting on the street with all these passerbys. "Come help me now. He's here. Help me, help me. He attacked me." No, you came at me with a fucking weapon, mate. Yeah? And it's like, so he's there fucking screaming and shouting into his phone. So he turns around, I go, whoosh, and disappear. And he turns around, he's like, "Where's he gone?" Now he's running up and down the street. I'm standing in the doorway like this, watching him in the shadows, watching him running up and down the street like a fucking freak. Yeah? And he couldn't fucking find me. And me and my mate just walked off into the distance. Then I rang the fucking police and said, "Hey, if you've had a report from this prick, yeah, saying that I fucking went for him, you need to speak to me and my witness, because he came at me with a fucking weapon, which he was using to break into a building." Anyway, police never did anything about it. They weren't interested. Which is kind of like how I've had to fucking deal with this prick in fucking ages. But for all the threats he sent me via email, "I'm going to come to your house with my mates, and they're big fuckers, and they're going to fuck you on your live stream. They're going to fuck you up on the live stream." Really? Because I remember picking you up by the scruff of your fucking neck and swinging you around like a little rag doll and throwing you into the pavement. Yeah? So you're such a fucking tough guy, aren't you? You're such a fucking tough guy. But my message to you is this. I don't threaten you. I don't send threats to you. I don't fucking do to you what you've done to me, because I'm a forgiving person, right? That's part of my personality. I don't do shit like you do. I'm not dirty like you are. I wouldn't fucking do what you did to my fucking enemies. I wouldn't even fucking do it, yeah? Because what you're doing is dark, and you are spiritually fucked, yeah? And I would never do what you do to me, yeah? But I will not stand for you fucking coming at me with a weapon. That I draw the line at, yeah? And you should have picked up a fucking lesson from that, but clearly you haven't learnt your lesson. Because you're very, very lucky that I'm forgiving. You're very lucky that I'm a forgiving person, because I had you in my sights, and I could have smashed your fucking head in, I could have broken your arms and your fucking legs, and I could have done it like that, yeah? But what did I do? What did I do? I disarmed you and threw you into the fucking pavement like the trash you are, yeah? Right? And you were able to just walk away and fucking start spinning your fucking bullshit and screaming and shouting, "He's fucking attacked me, he's attacked me." You're lucky I didn't attack you, sir. You're really lucky I didn't attack you, sir, because I don't attack anyone, sir. I allowed that person to smash me across the head with a bottle. I could have stopped him, but I didn't. I let him do it because I've had a fucking guts full of his 10-year fucking vendetta against me. And I thought, we'll deal with this with the police because I do things the right way. I don't do them the dirty way. I don't do them the underhanded way. I do them the right way. And you're very fucking lucky I'm forgiving because ultimately you could have not walked out of that fucking lane that night. And you're such a little fucking cripple, yeah? I could have snapped your fucking arms like that. Yeah? So just remember how lucky you are, pricko. Yeah? Because so many people have told me, so many people have said to me, Matt, you should just sort this prick out. And I've said, that's not my way. That's not my way. I do not take revenge and vengeance like that. I do not do it. And people are like, Matt, you're too soft. You should do it. I'm like, no. That will not be written on my tombstone. Matt was a vengeful bastard. No, I do not do that. I believe in a higher power, and I believe that God will sort him out, and the karmic debt will come down on him in time. All I have to do is sit back, fold my arms, and watch the fucking shit show. Because now everybody knows what you're like, yeah? And everybody knows exactly what you get up to. And everybody should know by now that I have been very fucking patient throughout all of this. And how many people would put up with what you have done? Yeah? How many people would put up with just how much you have done to me over the last 3 fucking years? Yeah? On that note, I'm not going to say any more. But you're very, very lucky that I am such a forgiving person. I don't think you're forgiving, but I am. Yeah? There you go. How's that? What's that for a fucking... Was that a rant or was that fairly meted out and sensible, Jackie?
It was all in order and all correct and everything. And I already knew about the other incident because I think you said something in a message to me. Or it was a letter or something, I can't remember. But I already knew about it.
Sean, thank you for coming in, mate. Yeah. It's just... It's ridiculous. And I'm not going to leave my house. I'm not going to run away from this. I'm not going to run away from the bullshit. I'm not going to run away from the police and all that stuff. But when this is all over, I am going to go for a compensation claim against the police for police harassment and failure to do their fucking jobs in writing. Come on. You know. It's not rocket science. But they just don't seem to want to take it up. They will not look at this particular person and what he's up to. They just won't do it. But they're more than happy to come to around my house and fucking shit on me and fuck me over. All right, Carl, how you doing, man?
Hi, mate. I'm all right. Hiya. So, how do we move on from this, son?
How do we move on?
I'll move on until they get...
I've just got to wait till the next time somebody comes and wants to arrest me for the same sort of shit. And I go, but what about the protection order on my house? They go, oh, is there one? Oh, yeah, we don't know about that. And I go, yeah, there is one. Now.
Crazy.
I just think, do you know what? I've been told, right? I've been told because they think I was trying to kill myself, I've got to go and see a fucking mental health professional now to fucking assess me. And I'm like, geez, do you know how fucking sane you'd have to be to put up with this fucking shit? Because most people would have topped themselves by now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Why have you got your phone like that, Carl? Turn it the right way.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you was there, Jackie. Hello, Jackie.
You little shit.
This way.
Yeah, you got it. No, you need to rotate it, lemon.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna have to pop to the loo in a sec. Can you just put up with that a second?
Yeah,
Sorry. All right. Thank you. Yeah,
That
thank
way,
you.
that way, that
Oh,
way.
right,
that way.
okay. Haven't you got it on auto rotate?
No.
Oh, you're a numpty then, aren't you?
I wanted it on my laptop there, but it's not on my laptop. I want it on my laptop, but it's on my phone.
Put it on your laptop then. You...
I tried to. I don't have to do it. If you can send me the link in the chat, send me the link in the chat, then I'll go on the laptop.
Do you know what? You're bloody hard work, you.
Yeah, do it. Your hard work, but well, Matthew's hard work. Send him a bloody link on WhatsApp.
Yeah? I haven't got your
Yes.
phone number, have I? No, I've got your WhatsApp.
Yeah, send it me on the laptop. On the there.
Oh, what? I know where your laptop is. Do you know what? Let's meet somebody again.
Oh, Doggy. Doggy's followed me back up. She thinks I got food. Just because I gone to the toilet, she's like, right, I'm coming up now. Right.
But I've got your WhatsApp as well, Carl, so I don't know. Haven't you got WhatsApp on your computer?
No,
Doggy. Doggy.
no.
Let's get her on.
I
Well,
don't
then-
have WhatsApp on my computer.
Why is it
You don't
slowing
work.
down?
I know. I don't have WhatsApp on my computer.
Why?
Let's
I
turn it.
don't want that stuff on my computer.
Well, you're a bloody moan ass, aren't you?
You can. It's
Sorry about that.
you can run it as a web page, and then when you close it, it's gone.
Yeah.
WhatsApp.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't have to install the app. You can run it as a web. There's WhatsApp web.
I did
WhatsApp
send
web.
the link what you sent me, Matthew, to my email address, and I tried doing it that way, and then it just didn't work.
Yeah.
You should do. You'd be able to put it as an email.
I did that. I put it to my email. Yeah. Then I thought, what do we do now with the email? Where do we go? And then it just went to a YouTube channel. It went to a YouTube.
I've had some nice emails off said person as well. A few people have.
Yeah.
A little dickhead.
Hey,
Anyway, thank you.
I know you
I'm gonna read all your chats in a bit. I'm kind of like half in this and half in the chat, but like said, tell the mental health team they will write a report that you're being targeted and the police aren't upholding their duty of care. Get it recorded with the NHS. Yeah.
You
brilliant.
might do something like that because it's damn well bang out of order. It really is. It would drive enough people to really, to crap.
Crazy.
It's been going on too long. It's not like it's been 5
Yeah.
minutes. And also, this person, remember, he did the same thing to somebody else, didn't he?
Yeah.
They got swatted.
And guess
So you're
who?
not the only one that got swatted.
Guess who we have now, folks? We have a guest, and this
Oh,
this guest's going to tell you something. Welcome, Brady. Hello. Oh, sorry. Look, we're bringing exploring with Brady. How are you doing, sir? How you doing, sir?
I'm very well.
Big
well.
big virtual hugs, man. Big virtual
And
hugs.
you, mate, and you.
Can't wait to see you next month.
I won't
Carl's
be
not
there.
going, he's being a wuss,
I'm going to Corse in Greece. Sorry.
bitch.
So how many people before we? Oh, hang on. It's frozen. What's going on?
There you are, frozen.
It's frozen. What's going on? Oh, it's come back now.
How do I get on my laptop instead of this phone?
Let me
Shit.
just. I'm going to
Hi,
quit.
everyone.
I'm going to quit
Can you
Firefox.
put the link? Can you put the link in for me?
No, you can't.
Why?
Send it in an email. You can't
I've done that. I've done that. I tried the email.
Yeah. Right. How many people in the chat? Right. Just tell us in the chat. Oh, if I quit Firefox, I lose the comments. Oh shit! I'm gonna have to fire it back
I
up
haven't
then.
even got the comments, they've gone. They've not come up, so that's why I keep looking at my phone.
Yeah. Oh, here it comes. Right. I'll just keep the comments box open. But tell us in the chat, right? What you've heard tonight is obviously pretty mad. If some of you have kept up, well done, because that was a pretty grueling thing to go through. But do you think it could get any worse than that? Right? We'll wait 30 seconds. Tell us whether you think it could get actually any worse than what's happened to me, right? In the chat. Yeah? We'll give them 30 seconds to see what they say.
By the way, now strike at night. Do
Oh,
it now in the chat.
audio's low. Whose audio? say something.
All right. It says it's not
Yeah.
picking myself and Carl up
Right,
very well.
I'll turn myself down because I'm very loud. So I've made sure I'm very loud because everyone used to moan that I'm not loud. So I've made it super loud. And now I'm so loud you sound quiet. There we are. There we go.
Right.
Should be more at the same level now.
How's
Cool.
my voice? Is my voice nice?
Job, Carl, loud enough.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to Secret Vault.
Yeah. Well, Paul Dewensbury says, hopefully not, you've been through enough. No, it's not me this time, mate. It's somebody else.
I think it could
Yeah.
get worse.
Hide and Seek says, the parents of the stalker, their parents must be so proud. I don't know whether their parents actually know, because the dad died, and the mum, I don't know, she's living in friggin' La La Land. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could actually be being manipulated by this person as well, because I've heard stories. Yeah. Yeah. So here's the thing then, right? You thought this was bad, what was happening to me. Brady, would you like to tell a little story?
Oh, I've got a story or two. Where do you want me to start?
At the beginning. At the beginning.
When was it? Fucking hell. I think it was January. I'm sure it was January. About a year ago. Again, I'm probably repeating what Matt said, but knock on the door. 6 in the morning. How many police officers was it? I think I had 7. Bear in mind, I thought, right, I swear to God, I thought it was someone, just, making noise outside because I'm quite a deep sleeper. And, answer the door. 5 or 6 police officers. We're here to arrest you. I went, what the fuck? What for?
Cheers, mate.
Malicious communications, apparently. Apparently, said dickhead, said arsehole, said hasn't got a set of bollocks on him. Put a threat into a Scottish organisation saying I was going to bomb their where they are. So yeah, I got took away, handcuffs. There was a guy in a stab vest for some reason. I don't know. He probably read that I was a chef. I got shoved into a cell for. Wasn't allowed to say anything. Just gonna say that. Tried to, ask what happened. They showed me the email. I was like, no, that's not me. They showed me the IP address, and I said, that's not my IP address. No, they wouldn't let me turn my computer on and show them. No, like. The same script. No, can't say anything. Get in the back of the van.
Just get in the back of the van and shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And 12 hours later.
What was you done for then? What was you done for?
Nothing. I never got done.
Just Ben who just tried to gas him, that's all.
Name.
I got questioned. I told them everything that I knew about said.
About what? About what? About what?
Carl, listen.
I am, but it's not giving anything away.
Oh my God.
Because the cunt doesn't deserve it, that's why.
Exactly.
And,
So I don't want this person, do I?
I got questioned for 12 hours in a cell, and then oh yeah, you can come home, but we've took your laptop, we've took your phone, we've took your SD cards, which there was nothing on them anyway. They took a laptop that I've never used. They took this fucking iPad that I don't use. What else did they take? They took my phone. They took my camera. They took that camera. Don't know why. They actually took this. I don't know why.
I'm just coming to this chat. Excuse me. I just coming to the chat not long ago, but why did they do all this? What's the reason why they did all this?
There isn't a
Because-
reason. He's just doing it just to fucking do it because he's a dick. This idiot.
Well, they have to follow up any sort of like threats to kill or any of that sort of stuff. They have to kind of follow it up. But the thing is, all they've got.
Follow up from where? From where? Follow up from where?
Well, all they've got is information that somebody's made a threat to kill, and it's got his name on it. His name on it. Like there were threats to kill from me, but they didn't come from me. But it just had my name on it, you know. And it's like, so then they have to do something about it. And when it's a threat to kill, it's considered so serious they can't talk to you about it. They got to arrest you and investigate it. So you're going down the cells whether you like it or not.
And
you're
they
gonna
take all your stuff off you
take
as
all his-
well, so make your life miserable.
Exactly.
They couldn't get the IP address because he's using a virtual network, isn't he?
A VPN. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really want. Yeah, okay, you said it now, but I didn't really want to say too much about the techniques they're using because I didn't want to give people ideas. I should have, that's fair enough. You've said it now, but I mean, I don't think it's a good idea that I divulge too much about the techniques they used. Okay, because I don't want to give people ideas that this is something that they should try or do. Okay, so I don't want to. I don't think we should say too much about the techniques, just the outcomes of what they fucking did.
Yeah. So basically, again, where I left off 3 months later, got all my stuff back, no charge, no nothing. And the woman said to me, I think I've told you this. It was near Christmas time, and she came up to me, smiled on her face, went, "Oh, it's a Christmas miracle." I went, "Shut up, you patronising cow."
You didn't say that, did you?
No.
No, that's what you were thinking in your head, but you didn't actually say it. Yeah.
I was like, just giving me stuff back. I thought, fuck me. And she knew. I could see it. She knew that it was a.
But you got treated quite well because you don't have any criminal record or anything. You're clean as a whistle, so they knew that this was a bit odd.
Yeah, I even said that to him. I said to the arresting officer, I said, "Have you looked at my record?" And he went, "Yeah." I said, "There isn't one to look at."
Yeah.
And he said, "I tried ringing you. Did you?" I looked at the number. I went, that's a very old number, that night. And I've changed my number. I've got rid of my email address now. I've changed everything. So I bet said person is like, why?
Well, see, I refuse to change my number. I mean, let's bring us back up on thing. There we are. I refuse to change my number because I've got thousands of people who know my number, and if any, they're all friends. They may not be people I've seen for a long time, but if anyone is in trouble or needs to speak to me, I want them to be able to ring me. And this is why
I just
You shouldn't have to anyway, should you?
I just did it because I can't be asked with it. That's just the way I did it anyway. But I just. Well,
no, it's a good thing. They can't get to you now. Yeah. I could do that, but then I'm going to have to tell everybody. Like I'm going to have to scour my brain and
think
tell
it'd be
everybody.
Worth it, Matt, though.
I do.
I think it would, mate. I really do it. On my own opinion, I think it is worth it.
More hassle.
Because I don't get it anymore.
Well, the thing is, the hassle, it just goes in a file saying, look how many times I got called this night. Look how many times I got called this night. Look how many, and I log everything. So,
can you be off with it?
Yeah. But not that anyone in the police is interested in taking it seriously. So, why am I bothering to log all this information when the police can't be bothered to do anything with it?
I had the same. Oh, we haven't got enough evidence to go and raid his house. I went, well, I've got reasonable suspicion, like you had reasonable suspicion to come round here.
Yeah.
Doesn't it work both ways? No, apparently not. Not in the eyes of the police, anyway.
Yeah.
Not when it happens too often, do you know what I mean? It's just like, don't you think I should think, oh, something going on here?
Well, they've put it on the system on mine, so.
Yeah. I don't know if your mic is actually active. Tap it. No, you're coming through your laptop again. I don't think you're coming through your headphone. You're coming through your laptop.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I think I've got a delay on my phone.
You need
I've
to
got a delay.
change it on StreamYard probably to a different input.
I think John Bengals on now.
I'm on. I'm here.
On my laptop.
Yeah,
John Bengals on the laptop.
John Bengals on. Sorry, he's on heat?
John Bengals.
Has he had the op? I know he said he was going to have the op, but he's actually had it now.
I didn't want to divulge anything, but look you done.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. John Bengals.
Hello.
I'm sure there's a delay.
I'm twisted.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
Twisted the melon, Twisted the melon.
Can you hear me now?
I don't think we're getting that. Not yet. No.
No, not coming through your mic.
Yeah,
Change it
sorry.
on StreamYard. Change it, the input on StreamYard.
Hello, Brady.
All right, lad.
Right there, La. You're all right there, La.
Right, I'd just like to add.
I just want to hear your sexy voice, Mr. Brady. I don't want to have this room echo audio shit. Yeah.
Oh, two words.
Mr. John Bengals.
That's on my OnlyFans. That we don't listen to that.
What you said, Matt, and what Brady said, right? I'm not the only one here as well, like you guys, obviously. I'm now getting the PayPal stuff, which you were saying, and I always get it.
Oh, mine's
Yeah,
on
I'm
silent.
always getting it.
I wonder if I've got it.
So how
Yeah,
can
got it.
how can he be doing all of this right when I go live?
No, what?
Whoever-
I don't get it.
I'll just come up. It'll come up. Hopefully, it'll come up again. But
Mine's all come up. PayPal. Yep.
oh, he's
I mean-
stopped now because he knows that he's there.
The thing is, I'm reticent about showing you this in case somebody's number comes up that shouldn't be there. But I mean, this is just tonight.
I don't get it.
This is just
Yeah,
tonight.
PayPal.
That's just tonight, right?
It
Right.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And some of these, some of them will be multiple calls from like 2, 3, 4, 5 calls from the same number. Yeah. And they're all, oi, I'm not interested. Hang on, let me just sort her out and just give her some jip because she's giving me jip. Hang on a minute.
Anyone fancy a takeaway?
Yeah. Well, apparently I'm owed about 100.
Yeah,
Whoa,
yeah.
£50.
Wow.
Hey. Oh, no. Nice one.
Go,
Nice one.
Resist.
Oh, mate.
It's only
Hey,
five.
Mike, got £50. Nice one.
Beds.
Whoop, whoop.
I haven't said anything, Tommy Boy, to them. I thought,
Listen.
Matt, you are.
I don't get it because I think I don't have the PayPal link up.
Love you, mate.
Oh.
Stay strong.
Fucking
have.
hell. No.
Yeah, all of yous have.
Cornwall.
Yeah,
No.
because we've got channels, though, haven't we?
Exactly.
Paranormal
exactly.
Immortal.
Yeah,
That's
nice
just-
one.
Hello, Mark. Thank you,
Mark.
Mark.
Mate.
Marky.
Mate.
That's a legend.
Fucking-
Right, that's
Mark,
one.
you're awesome.
Nice one.
Mate.
Nice one.
Mate. Fucking what you're doing
Mark.
to me. What you're doing. Thank
Mark.
you. Thank you.
He's
I
fucking
don't know.
awesome.
I'm
He
gonna,
just shoved that up your ass. £50. Get it. Nice one.
Mark,
that is
thank
ma-
you very
that
much.
is that is mad, mate. Thank you. We will have to come down and see you soon,
Scousers.
sir. Yeah.
Fucking scousers, see?
Yeah.
Hey, hey. They're not all bad, are they?
We're not bad. No, we're all right.
Brady's gone. I just realised Brady's gone.
And fair play to him because Mark has got his own
Own shit.
shit.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think he knows. he knows when
knows
somebody
the
else
score.
is going through shit because he's going through a lot more shit than I am. He really is.
Amazing.
He
Yeah.
really is. And Mark, let's all say a little prayer and the thoughts of Mark and family. Yeah.
We love you, Mark. We
Yeah,
love you.
nice
We'll
one.
get you in a graveyard one day. But we love
Sorry,
you.
I don't pray.
Well.
Hey,
Isn't that good when you get gifts like that? That's good, though.
yeah.
Fucking hell.
Well, nice.
Dog bollocks.
I mean.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for my friends, right? I know we
Yeah,
don't,
that's
we don't live in the same area, but we're still very good friends,
We're all
and
close.
Yes.
we're all close. And this is how we meet. It's like this is our pub, you know, and this is how we keep in touch. And
Yeah.
and if it wasn't for my friends, literally going through some of this stuff, and I've told them all what's going on. They all know what's going on. They've been kept up to date. If it wasn't for my friends, I probably would have just quit with YouTube by now and just gone, fuck this.
Thank you, Kelly, and thank you,
Oh.
Holly, for being members.
Yeah.
Well.
Tommy boy, thank you.
Well.
Thank you for your £20. Thank you, mate. Yeah.
Loads of people are joining you.
Yeah.
They love you back. They love you back. They love you back. They love you back.
Yeah, we all do, yeah.
Exploring Harley, welcome. Kelly Dolman, welcome. Look,
Yeah.
I mean,
Remember?
it really does mean a lot to me, and I am going to be giving you some more stuff soon. It's just like, I don't know, it's like I say, the last week, I kind of got over it now. It's the last week. Every day has been writing letters to the police and solicitors, and it's just like, it's drained me every day. And I've been like, I want to get, I've literally got Resolve there ready with something to edit, and like, but I can't do that until I've done this, because this is important. If I don't do this, you know, if I don't do the police stuff, then we're not going to move any forward, you know. And it's like, but I know that I'm wasting my time with the police, but it's like I have to do it anyway, just to show that I'm, you know,
Not letting it go.
not letting it
Keeping on
go.
top of it.
Yeah, but like I say, now I'm gonna dispense with the police, and we're gonna try this from a different angle, a legal angle, but a very different angle, because they're not fucking helping. You know,
I know what you mean.
I've tried everything with them, and it is not working. So we'll try it a different way, but it's going to be legal, and it's going to be all proper. And there's, you know, I'm not a venge man. I'm not a vengeance man. It's going to be done properly and legally, and it'll be done right. Okay. I've got a lot of friends who are, you know, there's some very famous people I know who are actually helping me with this. Okay. So I'm now going to go, I'm going to get in touch with my MP. I'm going to get in touch with the Home Office, right? I'm now going to go above the police, right? And we're going to deal with this from a very high point downwards, because trying to deal with it downwards up ain't working. So now we're going to come in from the top down. Okay?
Good.
Yeah.
Brady Kingston, please let Matt and Brady talk.
Brady, where's Brady? Oh, we got Dinkum's popped in now. Brady's
Dinkum.
popped out. Brady's popped out.
Dinkum.
Hello, Dinkum.
Brady's
How
probably.
we going, everyone?
How you doing, man?
Yeah, I was waiting to see if Brady was coming back, because I thought maybe he might have had some Wi-Fi issue or something.
No, I think because I mentioned his mic, he's gone off to sort it out. I mean, we could hear him perfectly fine, but it's just that, like, you know, room echo. It's nice to have that kind of like nice present audio rather than kind of like, yeah. I shouldn't have said it. Shouldn't have said it. But you'll pop back in a bit.
If he comes back, I'll drop back down. That's fine.
Dinkum, you've been there as a like a rock for me, you know, like with discussing this stuff and like you know, pulling the hair I don't have out, going like, what do you think I should do? You know, what you know, and Dinkum's been a very kind of like calming influence, and very, you know, we can laugh it off, and it makes me feel like, you know, fuck, why am I taking this so seriously? It's like, you just gotta laugh, you know. You just gotta see the funny side and not let it get to you, you know.
Yeah, that's all right. And I hope like today's stream has just been a great let off of steam, mate. You know, because that shit's been bottled up for too long. Yeah.
Tommy boy, I'm drinking orange juice.
I've wanted to tell everybody. I really have wanted to tell everybody for a long time. But the thing is, it was like there was a probation period and a community search, and I just wanted to get that out of the way so that the person involved couldn't say, "Oh, look, he's having a go at me." It's like, no, I'm not having a go at you. You're having a fucking go at me. You know? But I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you pull a stunt like that in court again. And we're gonna get that. That is being dealt with. Don't worry. That is being dealt with. That court case is being dealt with. Yeah.
Good.
Hi, Barry.
Hi,
Hello, Barry. Hope you're feeling a little bit better today.
You all right? You all right, mate?
Barry, man. Haven't seen you in. Now you all be
Barry
good
White.
now because Barry's in. So you for anyone messing around in the chat, you're
Matt,
gonna get
Can I
told
say
off.
something? He's been there all along.
Has he?
He's been there all along.
I've not been looking because I've been like.
No,
you know
he
what?
hasn't been in the chat. He's in the back.
He's always in the background.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
The mod god.
He's always
Yeah.
on green room.
Yeah.
The mod
Lurking the gherkin.
You know what I'm like.
He's always got our back.
I tend to like focus on the stream, and I'm not good on the
Lurking
chat. I
there.
apologise to everyone in the chat. I will try and read your comments a bit later on. I'm going to scroll back up, but
I'm reading the comments as
Hi,
well.
Mimi.
Hi, Kurno.
yeah.
Hi, Colonel.
Hello,
AWC
Mimi.
as well. Hello.
I got it.
A lot of people wanted questions answered, but you can't stay on track and answer questions in between. It's just too hard. There's too many things happening.
Hi, Sixtus.
I mean, I kind of had a timeline in my head, and I wrote it on paper, but I knew it in my head. And the reason I know it in my head is because I've gone over it so many times with the police and everyone else. I could literally just I could do this live stream 20 times, and I would still get it in exact same order because it's imprinted. It's what they call it, like with a hot iron,
Burned
like
into you.
it's seared into my head with a hot iron. This shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've had plenty of chat as well, I've been there.
That went down the wrong way. Sorry.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Jesus. Cough it up, it might be a fiver.
Yeah. But all I'm going to say is thank you everybody who supported us, and especially the members who are being very, very understanding right now when there hasn't been an awful lot of stuff coming out. But I'm going to correct that because I'm giving up on the police and I'm just going to be concentrating on Urbex again. I'm just going fuck that. Fuck these idiots, right? I'm just going to concentrate on the Urbex. This has been distracting me for the last 3 fucking years. It's been like a weight round my neck. And now, like I said, 3 years on, everything is removed. All restrictions are removed. Here you have it. Here you have it. Yeah? And if somebody from the court system complains like, oh, you can't say this, you're having to go at somebody, I'm going to go, Jesus fucking wept. You know what I mean? I'm going to go like, no. Have a word with my fucking... Have a word with my friend who's a King's Counsel. Yeah? Fuck off. Somebody's asking me a question in the chat. You may be right. I'm not saying. I don't want to give him... I don't want to give him credit. I don't want to get in shit. But you know who we're talking about. You know exactly what we're
It's
talking
been
about.
mentioned several times anyway, so if they're
Right.
that bothered, they should go back and have a look.
Yeah. Bengal is kind of lingering, so I'm going to take him out for a minute and...
Yeah, cool, man. I'm gonna pop off. I'll still be in the chat, but I've got a problem in the eye. I've got something in the eye.
Thank you for letting us know. He has had shit from this person as well. So anyway, but back now. We've got Bearded Reality is waiting in the wings. We'll bring you on as soon as we can, right? So just get yourself sorted, okay? But Brady, if you want to finish your story, did you get your mic sorted? Sorry about that. I must have spun your head out when we were saying that. We could hear you perfectly, but I was just saying, like, if you could just click a button, it'd just be like, come now. Oh, look, he's fucked off now. What the
Rage quick.
fucked off? What
Rage
the fuck? Bearded,
evil man.
you're up for 5. Did you watch any of this shit?
No
audio. No audio.
No sound.
He's like,
yeah,
oh, fuck's sake. You want to hear? Fuck's sake. He's like, oh, it's fucking too early. It was fucking
No sound.
Come on, Dan.
Like,
Sort
come
it
on.
out.
Come on. Come on.
Come on, come on, come
It's like a
on.
pair of murmur pants. You can see the lips, but you can't make out what they're
You
saying.
can see the anger in his face, can't you? He's like,
Yeah, can't you? No, still can't hear you.
No.
Come on.
Come on.
Nothing.
Come
what about your
on.
fucking computer?
Come
will you?
on.
Hi, Dad. You all right?
Just wiggle the lead.
No, Dad.
Just wiggle the
Like
lead. That's what I've got to do. Wiggle the lead. 10 times doing a live stream.
The sound is gone. Nothing.
Get on your fucking computer, Dan. Jesus Christ. No, never mind. Oh, no.
Oh my days, it's funny
And it-
this.
Yeah,
If you can do it in a
People, you can
bloody
lip read are
hot tub,
offended.
you know what I mean?
Nothing.
Anyway, I'm going to kick John from the live stream now. So, kick. Yeah, but thanks for popping in, John.
Oh,
So-
Dan,
Oh,
you
was that
fucking
him?
laptop now. Gosh.
Dad. Dad. Dad.
Bearded.
It's
Bearded.
froze now.
Bearded.
Completely frozen.
He probably could
Dad.
just take his headphone out and then.
Oh, no.
He could just go and set his computer up.
Right. Whilst he's
But it's probably
thinking
enough
about it,
for-
right? Whilst he's thinking about it, I'm gonna. How do I kick from the not from the studio? How do I bring him down?
Just put him back.
Remove.
isn't it?
Remove. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remove.
Remove
Add
me
stage.
if you want.
Yeah.
Remove me if you
Brady.
want.
Brady.
Hey.
Remove Carl.
Did you get it?
Oh, he got it.
Brady,
got
did,
it.
Yeah,
did you
he-
get did you get it sorted?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's still
Yeah.
echoey. Tap that
Oh.
mic.
Oh,
Tap
leave
that
him.
mic.
Ignore
It's not
him,
working.
Brady, ignore him.
Yeah.
Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We can hear you fine.
It's a shit show.
Did you mention the voice message you got?
Well, do you know what? I took a live call tonight. I took a live call.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, the other one, remember? The
Yeah,
one,
yeah. The other
Do you
one.
want me
Yeah.
to
The other
play?
The other one you
Do you
put
want me
on.
to play it?
Remember?
The one where
The one.
they
Yeah.
might
I think
say
you should.
some really nasty
I think you
thing.
should. I think
I
you
thought
should.
Alright.
that was absolutely
This is why I don't answer my phone. I put it on silent, and when people leave me messages, I don't reply because you just get into a
don't.
very, very long, protracted conversation where I have to explain all of this shit to some random person I've never heard before, who's got a like a takeaway or something like that, and they're like going, "You
Can you hear
fucked
me
me
now?
over." Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, but yeah, and
Raging King wants to hear what Brady has to say. He's a member.
yeah.
Aye.
You got loads of fans, Brady.
This is
Hi
a
everyone
call
in the chat. I
that
can't see the comment.
Yeah. Now I've got it lined up. I can bring it. I can. Oh, there it is. It's on screen, right? But anyway, it's not nice. It's really not nice. And I was considering calling the police, but I actually had a conversation, a long conversation with the guy, and spoke to him not just once. He rang me back. I rang him back, and I just said, "Look, mate, I'm the real deal. I'm not doing this to you. I'm really sorry." But like what he said here was just like, listen to this. See if you'd like to have a phone call like this, folks. From a food company
Oh, yeah, he said me this, yeah.
rang me and said this is the second time that I have called them to make a food order, which I'm not doing because it's who's doing it. Right? I edited out the name. I edited out the name of who I think is doing it. I'm now going to have to report this.
Saved message.
I'm gonna-
Saved message.
Listen to this.
Received Tuesday, September 17th at 9:32 p.m.
You fucking son of a bitch. This is the second time you've done this with us, you fucking son of a bitch. Yeah, you're a stupid motherfucker. You know, we hope you're the worst. We hope your kids die of fucking some sort of a disease. You're a fucking cunt. You
Wow.
deserve the worst fucking, worst in life. Especially for people
Jesus.
working hard in takeaways and restaurants. You do things like that where millions of people are suffering from food.
Wow.
Well, that's all I can say, and we hope you the worst death that you possibly can get. Thank you. Bye.
Me, I shouldn't laugh.
Thank
I
you.
Me.
Thank you. Really? Thank you. Bye.
This is
Wow.
bad.
That's a bit like the Indian thing, isn't it? It's like, yeah, fuck you,
you, bloody.
I fuck you, bloody. I fuck you, bloody.
Fuck you, bloody.
Yeah, I fuck you, bloody. Yeah, thank you very much. Good, have a good
Thanks,
day.
Alfie.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Come again.
Yeah.
Come again.
So now I'm going to report
1099.
that for malicious communications, which I didn't do. I didn't do this because we sorted it out. But I thought, Guy, you can't say shit like that. It's just like, come
No, you
on.
can't.
You know, anyone who rings up and says, I hope your fucking kids die of a disease and I hope you die. Yeah, really? That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, that's really nice. But thank you, Mr. John fucking doing this to me. Name removed. Yeah, thanks very much, Mr. Yeah,
Redacted.
because I have to put up with all of this fucking shit. Yeah. And I have to put up with calls and calls and calls and calls on my fucking phone, calls on my WhatsApp. Yeah, fucking every time I'm going live, he's fucking trying to hack my PayPal. He's trying to hack my fucking accounts. He's fucking doing shit. He's fucking caused. Yeah, get on, you boring cunt. Come on, let's get to. I got to ring their police.
Barry, all I can say to you is,
This is where I ring the guy back. I ring the guy back, and he's very shifty with me at first. Listen to this.
What I don't get is though, why is it always
Hello,
takeaways?
Why is it always takeaways? Because this particular, because this, yeah, no, it's a bit deeper than that. Because this person, right, who's the stalker, hates takeaways because he says they're dirty and they're like full of like viruses and scum and all sorts of stuff. And he says that only McDonald's and KFCs,
KFC,
are the only safe places to eat in the world. Yeah. And yet he doesn't realise that they're franchises and they've got on the front door, they tell you what they've been rated at. And some of them are fucking 5 stars and some of them are 1 star or 0 star. Yeah. So his logic does not add up because it's like you might get some, like a takeaway might be 5 stars and his local McDonald's, which he says is golden, might be 0 stars.
Yeah.
It just doesn't
You
take
don't
that
know
into it doesn't take that into consideration. But yeah.
Yeah, you don't know if those pimply faced bastards out the back have been hocking loogies in your burger, you know.
Special sauce. Special sauce. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's have a listen. I spoke to this guy. I may not put too much of it on, but we did sort it out. It took about 25 minutes, right? And I said to him, this is why I don't answer your calls, because it takes me 25 minutes to explain to you what's gone wrong. Yeah? Whereabouts are you?
Who's this, sir?
Yeah, no, you're based in which area?
Who is this, sir?
Who is it? What's the name of your company?
I don't know, but you need to tell me who you are first.
Yeah, I'll tell you that in a minute, but I'm just about to be reporting you to the police, sir.
Brilliant.
Regarding the fact that somebody keeps on ordering food in my name with my telephone number, and you keep on ringing my phone, and you've just left a very threatening, nasty message saying that you hope my children die of a disease and you hope that I die.
Okay, can I just say this is the 4th time somebody's ordered food in my shop for £150.
I know.
Left your number.
Yeah.
I have a professional takeaway. We have 4 staffs that work really hard.
Yes.
Like no tomorrow. And the £150 worth of food wasting down the drain is a bit of a disgrace. This is the 4th time they've done it on your name.
They've done it in my name, and do you know what they do? They do it about 20 times a night when I'm live on my YouTube, because I've got a YouTube channel, and they're a troll.
Well, you need to find out who's doing this.
I know.
Because people like me getting affected.
I know exactly who's doing it, but there's no.
So why don't you report that person? Otherwise, give him or her the number to me.
I would happily give the number to him, but what's he going to do? He's going to give it to the police, and they're going to go, "There's nothing we can do."
Yeah, exactly.
Look at my eyes. I'm like,
look at your face.
Yeah, go on your eyes. Yeah.
There's nothing we can do.
It's just a tiny aneurysm, you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
How do I get rid of this? And how do I get rid of this?
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Right.
So
Okay.
that's what happens, you know. It's not just you that's getting fucked around. It's a
It's
fucking
like
a
the
whole
way-
bunch of innocent businesses that provide a service.
Jackie,
We're just
Well,
getting
yes.
fucked over
Jackie, can I bring you down
Why
for
would you
because
do
of that
that?
fucking spurg.
Jackie? I'm going to bring you down for a couple of minutes, right? Just to let Bearded come on because I think he wants to say something, and I don't want to keep him waiting on the side. So, do you mind a minute?
Go on then.
Thank you.
Can we get the media on who's doing this?
We do love you, even though we hate your insects. Bye. Right. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
That's brilliant, that. Yeah,
Here he
brilliant,
is.
that.
Look, he's on a proper computer now. He's proper man.
Yay, you got your computer
Fuck
going.
you, bloody. Fuck you, please makes me get him.
Fuck you, fucking bloody.
Reality. Hey.
Daddy Mackie Chut.
Oh,
Fucking
right.
motherfucker.
I've got a few pieces of advice for you if you want it, like in terms because obviously you know that I had some like issues and other bits and bobs.
You've had
going back
shit,
to
yeah,
India.
yeah.
Right. So, like, first of all, like I would say, yeah, definitely change your number. You might not want to, but honestly, it'll make your
yeah.
life easier. I had to do it with mine because I was sick of getting calls from gay sites and everyone else in the world. So it was a great time. Great time in my life. I've been exploring.
Yeah.
And do you want to come round for a bit of a blowy fun? I'm like, what's going on, mate? I don't. Do you know what I mean? Instantly stop.
But you know what happened, right? I had a stalker. I changed my number. My stalker got hold of my number by ringing people I knew and saying, "I'm a really good friend of Matt's, and I've lost his number. Can you give me the number?"
No.
Bang.
But like the thing that you do is you give people to trusted people, and you say, "Don't give this number." It's as simple as
Yeah,
that.
I did.
Well, then all I would say is then whoever did that, you fucking idiots.
Do you know what? She had my number. She had my number one day after I changed it.
Jesus.
No, but logically, if you're on the scene, if somebody's asking for your number, if like you tell the person's number who it is. Oh yeah, this person's asked. Make it a little bit harder.
This is the lady who got in my house when I wasn't there, blocked herself in with my dog, barricaded herself in a room, and when the police came in, she had a knife in one hand and a garden secateurs in the other. And when they came in and they said, "Oi, love, get out here," and she goes, "This is my house. What are you doing here?" And they were like, "Fuck off."
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
You need to stop hanging out with mad people.
I don't know her. I never knew her. She saw me on a TV program and decided that she was going to go for me. That's it, like, you know.
Oh Jesus! But yeah, change your number, mate. Honest to God.
Yeah, well,
I think like it
I
gets.
think it'd be less
well,
hassle.
there's no point in me getting any more evidence about what they're doing because the police are not going to do anything.
Yeah.
There's no point in me logging any more evidence.
Also, like, the second thing is like
they don't fucking listen.
These takeaways, if it's such a high value order, why aren't they bringing up in the fucking first place? Why
Exactly.
Well, that's the question.
It's
What I've
such
just
a
said in there.
Yeah.
I said
But
that.
I can't see how far away it is as well.
If I saw that, I'd be like, nah, we're not making that.
Drive
but that's
all the way there with the food.
logical thing.
Or if you've had the money first.
That chap did admit in the end. He said, "Look, I get what you're saying." Right? He said, "I popped out of the shop and I knew your number was a block, yeah. But the staff who were working in the shop didn't know this. So when the order came in, they started making it, thinking they were doing a good job. And when I came back and I went, what? No."
That's
I was like,
that's
but
on
that's
them.
on them. I mean, I said, I know it's bad, but you need to have my number, like, literally on a big thing on a back
Stuck on a
wall,
wall.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Do not send
But
this number.
if I changed my number, it would stop that happening. But the thing is, it just illustrates, right? I worked out, right? It's probably about 500 orders of £200. We're talking about between £60,000 and £100,000 worth of food that could have potentially been made because of the stalker. And I hope he's really happy with himself, which he is, because he's got no conscience. Because he's got no conscience. Because he's on the spectrum, so he's living in narcissist world, right? So he don't give a fuck. Right? If these businesses shut down, if they all go bust, right? If people are like homeless on the street, he doesn't care as long as he's all right. You know what I mean?
Because he knows that the shit is going to hit Matt.
Yeah, but the thing is, eventually, these people do get caught. It's just like it might take a long fucking time, but they do get caught because they fuck up in some stupid way.
They'll slip up one day.
I've got something wrong with me. I haven't done nothing wrong.
It's just animals and
Karma is a bitch. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you've got that. Secondly, you said it's like what the 4th time now the coppers have had you. You need to sue them, mate. Talk to solicitors.
I can, but I have to wait for this final investigation with South Wales Police to conclude before I can put in.
Yeah, no, because
you've already. I have to jam it. I have to jam it between the next time they tried to come, but they can't come now because I've got a protective order on my house. So I've got to jam my case in between.
Yeah, you had a protective order before, though. I mean, obviously, you've got so many fucking cases.
They said they were going to put a protective order on me after case 2. But case 3 and case 4, they hadn't.
That's what I'm saying.
It was only when I had some accidents where I nearly fucking died because I was fucking taking too many bloody antidepressants.
You said you got one writ up though, didn't you?
Called phones died.
You said you got like a protective order writ up there as well. So there's your evidence on that automatically. So honestly, if you get a solicitor, they'll have a field day. Just crack on with it, mate.
I need to do something. It's not about the money. The fact is, it's like
I'll tell you now, the money as well. It's both of it. It is the money.
It's not for me. It's not the money. What I want to get back is all the money I've spent on computers and phones and fucking aggro.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
It's your life, though. It's not fucking right.
The biggest thing,
right now.
The biggest thing, though, once you've got that in place, and they've done it, and you've sued them a couple of times, they know not to fucking mess about and like, oh shit, it's costing us too much money to do this anyway. Instead of just, do you know what I mean?
For them, isn't it?
Precisely, and that's why.
I'm not vengeful even towards the police. I just want justice. That's all I fucking want.
You just want it to be stopped.
Yeah, well, it doesn't seem to be going the right way with this justice malarkey.
So I do know that only language they understand is money, and I've had to take them to court in the past because they've they've taken the computer away, smashed it, given it back to me, and they said, "Oh, that's fair wear and tear," and I'm like, "No." I took them to court, and they were like, "Fucking, he's taking us to court." They fucking came round and brought me a cheque on the day of the court case.
Yep.
Right. And
wow.
On the day of the court case. And then I said, well, thank you very much. So I rang the court to say, well, you can cancel a court case because you've just come home with a cheque. They said, oh, it's already been cancelled. And I went, hang on, it's my fucking case. I cancel it. But no, the police cancelled my case.
The most likely thing, though, is they will just want to settle with you, which will pay for a lot of stuff and get stuff sorted for you. But if they don't, then, again, they'll know about it. But honestly, it'll sort you out.
Yeah, I need to do it not because I want to do it, but because I have to do it.
Yeah, you have to. It's a warning, but it's also it's a warning to the police. It's also a warning to other people as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a warning to the police; they wouldn't keep doing it so many bloody times.
Yeah, but the thing is, they've got nothing to lose, have they? Do you know what I mean? They've got nothing to lose. He's got enough evidence to back himself up now. So at the end of the day, he'll be alright with it if he just goes.
No, but what it is they don't give him a chance to even fucking explain anything. They don't give him a chance.
Also, have you got CCTV up yet?
Yes.
Nice. Because I had to do the same. It literally cost me about nearly $1,000 worth of cameras to put up on mine because obviously my place was leaked and a bunch of other stuff was taken off. Best thing I've ever done. So,
I've got all the faces of all the officers who came in the house, and do you know what? They put sellotape up on my cameras inside the house. Yeah. And guess what? They didn't realise it's infrared. It saw through the sellotape, so I could see everything.
Knobheads.
You were saying about
that's fucking hilarious.
You were saying about like glass being put in your yard and all the other stuff.
Mate.
Couldn't even get in the right door. Never mind, not now.
I literally cannot understand why this person who said that I said something that made his missus cry. So for that, he smashed my car. He smashed my car up multiple times. He smashed my windows on my car. Right? He's fucking slashed my tires. He slashed the wings on my aircraft. So I gave up flying. I fucking got it done on the insurance and I gave the aircraft away. I literally the amount of money this fucking guy's done me for is just fucking crazy.
Smashing you over the fucking head.
And smashing me over the fucking head. Yeah, which could have been serious, but I've got a very, very thick head, and as I keep telling people, when you're a werewolf, you can actually regenerate quite well. So
well, that explains everything.
To be fair, it just sounds like he needs to be smashing his missus better than smashing you.
Well,
well, probably left him anyway.
I mean, that'd be the most wisest thing, apparently.
I get the feeling that his missus has said, "Why are you doing this? Let it go." And he's like, "I can't let it go." And it's like his missus isn't worried about it, you know, because she's probably sensible and said, like, you know, yeah, he made me cry, but that was 10 years ago. Leave it go. And he's like, no.
Well, that's the thing. Like, people, just like, again, love you all, but like most of you are absolutely fucking insane. That's why I can't stand most people.
Well, he's on the spectrum. Photographic memory on the spectrum. Known it for years, and he's.
You need to stop fucking about with these people and the missus. Then stop making them cry.
Oh my God!
If it was my choice, if it was my choice, I'd never have met this guy in the first place.
Dirty bitch.
Yeah.
I'm bloody kangaroos again.
Well, hey, at least you don't have to fucking worry about the cow shit slinging retards either. That's all done. Done and dusted. Thank fuck for that.
Same as shit though. Like you said, you've been having a hard time. So obviously, you know you can give me a call anytime if I'm not doing something stupid. Just do you know what I mean? Because I've been taking antidepressants for years. I'm often at the moment, but I know how tough it can get. So do you know what I mean? You ever need to talk. I'm always
the truth of it is, right? I don't take very many antidepressants. I take my beta blockers, which are usually good enough. But when some of this was going on, I was like, oh, do you know what? Just take some of these, see what happens. And it's like, and I was like, oh, this feels great. And then I was like, oh yeah, let's take some more. I feel even better. And it was like, next thing you know, it's like, oh no, it's like fucking not good.
But just remember, like these type of people, obviously that obviously causing all this and all the other stuff. In the end, you're just letting them win. Do you know what I mean? Don't get to that stage.
No. I mean,
don't let them win.
This person, right, who's had it in for me for 10 years, he's been doing all this dirty stuff behind the scenes. He's never come round to face me face to face, and the reason is because he knows, right? I mean, I'll just stand. I just in Lidl's. I just went. If you do this now, you know what's going to happen, right? I said, if you literally want to smash me across the head with a fucking bottle, you know what's going to happen, don't you? It's not going to be good for you. I said, it's up to you. It's your choice. And he went, right then. And I went, all right then. And then I went up and I got up and I went, now what you gonna do? And he went, ugh! And I went, yeah, exactly, motherfucker. Because you don't want to see the werewolf come out.
Yeah. What did he do, Matt?
He went up the fucking aisles like that. He fell on his arse like that, scrambling round, and then he got up and he was like fucking flapping his arms like a fucking girl, fucking running out of the Lidl's like a fucking little fucking girl. And this is supposed to be
like a doggy paddle, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and this is supposed to be a gangster.
Really?
Yeah.
What a shitbag.
Knob jockey.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
We're down your way tomorrow in the morning.
All I'm going to say to him and his mates is, you're going to need a bigger gun. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Many have tried with me and failed. And literally, I can tell you some stories, but many have failed. I mean, I've had people fucking fucking knock me over, kicking shit out of me, and I'm like, yeah. And they're like, fucking, I've had people knocking fucking baseball bat, smashed a baseball across my head. I'm like, got a bigger baseball bat? I'm like, fucking, you know, and it takes a bit to smash a baseball bat across somebody's fucking head.
I don't think I'd intend to ever try that.
I'm like.
No.
Yeah, I don't wake up and think, oh, what's wrong with the head?
Yeah, I know. I might stick some
honestly, I got, you know,
fucking Fruit Loops in this world.
Yeah. There was even a time, right? I remember. You will even remember, right? I was a little bit like circumspect with the information here. Remember, I told you that the guy at the barge called Pietro Cuomo knocked me out.
Yeah.
He didn't. He didn't. I knew what he was going to do, so I let him do it. And I just went like that. I was like, go on then. Like that. And he was like smacking me down on the head. And I was like, there's 2 fucking people, witnesses over there on the other side. I'm scoping everything out. And he's like, there's 2 witnesses over there. And I'm just like, go on then. And he's like stamping on my camera. And then fucking when he walked away, I got up and I went, oh, my head, to the fucking people across. And they said, do you want an ambulance? I went, no, I'm just going to go home. And I'm like, fucking wankers, thank you very much. You just gave me exactly what I wanted. Fuck you. Anyway, he was out of there. He was out of there pretty soon after that.
Him.
Yeah.
That's him. You're always the victim. That's him.
Fucking shaky hands.
I should have that video somewhere.
Listen,
that's fucking hilarious.
Anyone, please bring it. You're welcome to try. but listen, when I raise my fucking fist, which is very, very few and far between, you will fucking know about it. Yeah.
Go home and have a shaky hand experience.
I remember this shaky.
Go and have a wank.
Oh yeah.
That was such a funny
I'm
day.
filming you.
Yeah.
That was such a funny day. Fair play.
You hit my car.
Oh, God.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, where was the damage then? I mean, like, I hit your
I
car.
know,
I have evidence that we didn't.
Exactly.
I mean, like, really? I hit your car? Well,
I don't see any dents.
No, any paint from my car on your car? Like, where the fuck?
Nope.
Fucking makeup on her face as well. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I like it off and put it back in the pot, couldn't you? Could have
With the
removed
kids
it.
at the back as well.
Yeah, but she's married. She's married, and off with Mr. T. You know.
Yeah, Mr. fucking Hunter, the Hunter man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, I've got to Vamoosh. I've got to go and do a bit.
Do a bit.
Okay, Brady.
Actually, I'm going to pop to the loo a minute, so can you hold on for a sec?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, cheers.
1 second.
I'm not holding on to it.
Well,
you
don't have to hold on, Brady, if you want, but... Susie.
What was that?
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, if you are going, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Bye.
Love you more.
Sorry, you were meant to see that.
Stop teasing you.
Good.
Okay.
Like
Down
Burger
boy,
King,
down
it takes
boy.
2 hands to hold a Whopper.
And on that note, it's time to. If you're still on when I get back, I'll
Vamoosh.
Okay, Brady. Take
Love
care.
you all.
Lady.
See you later.
See you all again.
Don't be
Catch you,
afraid.
Brady, mate.
Bye.
See ya.
Toodaloo.
Oh, God.
How's everyone else doing?
Smashing.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Even though I've had
not
the
anyone
head
yet.
full of fucking back forth all day. Yeah.
Well, what have you been doing?
I've been doing that posters and back and forth.
Oh, that thing. Yeah. I remember now. Because you sent it to me.
Do you like your picture, by the way? I did get a screenshot of you last night, Dan, and you were like that.
I think that was a better one, you see. But like,
it was, but it's just like not fitting in with the picture, like
No, I get that. You could have picked a better one.
Otherwise, you would have just been like that.
Bloody moaning. You need to pose for the picture.
We did pose for the picture, but we
Fucking hell. We put a cork in it, Dinkum.
I know he's
I'm a bit gassy this morning. Yeah.
I'm looking down the ear, like,
Yeah,
lucky I
didn't get up with my fucking cock out, but no, I've got shorts on, and the trouble is, see, I like to undo my belt.
Yeah.
So I'm just... Yeah, and then I got up then, and I was like, oh shit, I unmuted it, but I pressed this to turn cam on. I was like, oh fuck, I'm standing here doing my belt up. Well, you might as well have a fucking look now then.
Yeah, the old
you might as well.
Yeah.
Fucking... Yeah.
Numpty.
It's not like we haven't seen it before, like,
Yeah.
Well,
Mate,
there's that. There is that.
Way beyond the debut, yeah. The debut was a long time ago.
With his rubber duckies.
Yeah.
I did have a different picture for Matt as well, but I have to change it.
I plead the fifth, which is like I've just been in the sea and it's very cold, so there's not much to say.
That's it.
Okay, George Costanza.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Shit.
No. I swear, when it's cold
Anyway,
enough,
couple of weeks to
my
go to
balls
bed
can
again.
literally go inside and just make me a free mangina, you know. But yeah.
Now I'm going to ask out. Ken, are you going to Armageddon? Get your tickets, please.
Who's going?
Ken.
Ken.
Do it.
Ken and Dreaded. I want to know if they're going to Armageddon. And if you're not, buy your bloody ticket.
Mel is starting to literally now say Matt's going to be there because I will, and some other people are going to be there because they will.
Carl, Stalker.
Right, there you go.
I will say it out loud.
Yeah.
Strayed, Anti-Strayed Explorer, Lottie.
Now,
Bearded Reality.
I didn't manage to ask Kaylee today, but I did speak to her, and she's in a very good place now because when she had to split up with Andrew, both of them were in a horrible place. But like Kaylee is now with somebody, Andrew is with somebody, and do you know what?
Yeah.
I think they might just be able to overlook that, maybe.
Really?
We'll see. Maybe. Just to come to an event, just keep a different end of the room, and
Well, all I can say is if you can't sort it out,
Well, I mean, the thing is, if you can't, you love the one you're with. You know what I mean? And it's like, and you can forget about the shit because it's like you got your rock now. So
exactly.
Yeah, by all means, I invited Kaylee a while ago. Anyway, I invited her.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be surprised if
Everybody's
Carl's going to be
invited.
there, though.
Just keep your personal shit away from Armageddon.
Are you coming, Dinkum?
Yeah, you
I
come.
wish if he was.
Yeah,
I
right.
wish
He's
if
going
he
to
was.
swim all the way over from Australia.
I really wish if he was.
If I could hop and jump there, I would. But
Maybe
I'm not very good at swimming.
Maybe we can get you a cyber bot with like a kangaroo head on it, and you can literally just like move around the venue. Then you can do the joystick. You'd be like move around,
banging into everyone. Yeah.
We can send you the blow up doll, Dinkum, and you can come over on that. I wish if he was coming
listen,
over.
last time, I was on the. Well, Mel, I had Mel on the phone, so she was passing me around to everyone. So it was almost like I was there.
I wish I'd have a pass
rang me
around.
up. You rang. Well, Matt, I even give it to
Like
you
a
as
dirty
well.
mole I am, Yeah.
Because Dinkum rang me, and then everyone was like, "Oh, is that Dinkum? Oh, passes the phone." I was like, "Okay, Dinkum, sorry, you're going." And then everyone was like,
Mel lost her phone for
"Hello,
half an hour.
Dinkum."
Yeah.
Like, where's my phone gone?
Well, there was enough people live streaming from the event, so it's like people should have got the feeling they were there, even though.
I really want somebody to live stream this time, if possible, please.
I'm not live streaming.
Me and Barry will
I'm not live streaming it.
Yeah, if we maybe if certain people are going to be there, we'll have to literally dose them up with fucking some drug suppressants or something, so they zippy, because they were like fucking hell.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I was rambling, but some people were like literally, oh my god.
Yeah. Well, there's not that. There's going to be there's going to be DJs and shit like that, and I want it filmed.
Yeah.
I really do want it live stream. A lot of people can't get there, so they want to see it live. So, if anybody is willing to help me out, give me a shout, and I'd be really appreciated.
Well, I'll probably be live a little bit while I'm chilling doing bits.
I would probably bring the DJI and maybe set it up on a speaker or something, or put it somewhere and film it, maybe, but not live it. If you know what I mean, I'll just film it.
I think I planned to film, but I don't think I got around to it because I was so fucking drunk. I had all this camera equipment in my laptop bag, and I was just like,
with John. I've got that on my phone.
Yeah.
Oh, Barry's talking about possibly setting up something to live stream.
Oh, cool! Nice one, Barry.
Sweet.
Cool.
Did you go and film the Morgan place, Faulty?
No, I'm planning to possibly do it tomorrow, but I have not found anybody to go with. But yeah, I may end up going back there again on Wednesday with somebody. But I'm like, I need to do something, you know. And I was like, tomorrow I'm not doing anything, so I'm just going to go down and like sound it out, drone fly it, and if it looks cool, if it looks like nobody there, maybe I'll take a chance, go in and have a look.
Well, if you're free tomorrow, I'm down your way anyway. You can always drop in on a few of ours if you want.
What? You're down?
Woo!
Yeah, no, I'm going Bristol, and then further down the other way, like heading towards Eastbourne and something else.
Oh, there you go.
Well, no, hang on, Bristol's over the west. Eastbourne's like fucking what? Hang on, that's major. Well, when you're between Bristol and Eastbourne, you'll be in Devizes, so give me a shout. I've got something good for you in Devizes you'll like.
What's Devizes? I've never heard of that before. What's that?
Devizes where Matt lives.
That's where, round the corner.
That's where I live. Yeah.
What? How do you spell it?
Devizes.
Devices.
Instead of like devices. Devices.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I'm literally right next to something. I'm going there for something.
Yeah, man. I've got something fucking really good, which not many people have done. And once I put public on my video, it's going to be tour bust, and I don't know what's going to happen then.
There's a petrol station with a bunch of cars I want to go check out in that area.
Oh, okay.
And then there's another petrol station with lots of rare cars that I'm going to go do a bit further on a different thing. But there's this specific one that's looking quite tasty.
I'm just trying to, okay. I'm thinking like between Marlborough and Hungerford. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I think like where's this one that I really want to do?
Maybe I shouldn't say. But...
Where's this
my dog thinks I'm talking to her. She's going mental.
Have you seen the? Is it what the Honda manufacturing factory?
Oh, there's not much of it left now. It's been mostly demolished. We did that one when we got chased by security and we went on the roof and they were going mental and we were just looking down at them going like, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, I'm like, I think my end point might be around Midhurst, or I'll go further on. I don't know yet. Wherever the fuck Midhurst is.
Well, there's two really cool things in Devizes. One is the hospital, right?
And two is math.
And the second one, I'm not saying, if you come, we can try it together, but it's bonkers.
Well, there's that one that I went to with you.
Yeah.
That's there. And then the only thing I got there is a grammar school, apparently.
What, in Devizes?
Yeah, Devizes Grammar School.
Can't be abandoned. No abandoned schools in Devizes.
Yeah, no, there is. It's St. Peter's or something.
What the fuck?
Yeah, St. Peter's Primary School.
Oh, primary school. That's not very big.
It's a grammar school that got converted the other way. I don't know. It's one of the.
You went to my primary school. Really?
Maybe. But yeah, that's left.
I don't think it's going to be very good. Surely, if it is,
it looks quite intact from what I see.
All right.
I tell you what. Now you say it, right? Now you say it. There's a little place up the road which got shut down. Oh no! That's been demolished and turned into houses.
Oh.
No, it's not there anymore. It's been turned into houses.
It's one of my blue rainy days. That's the only thing I got there.
Yeah, no. I wanted to do it myself. And it got literally just swamped and turned into houses. And no, it's not there. I know that. Yeah, it's not there. If you look on Google Street Maps, it probably.
You got to Isle of Wight yet?
Not recently, but yeah.
You need to go and do that theme park. What? You got food, mate.
What is it? What have you got?
It's a tree frog, white tree frog.
Yeah.
I'm getting them.
They're great.
Oh yeah, green tree frogs.
Bearded got loads of bugs and stuff.
Yeah.
I love
I've got a Pac-Man frog as well. I've got a Pac-Man frog as well.
I've got 3 Pac-Mans, but like one of them's a bit sick, I think.
Is it the theme park that's got a cliff which is like fallen away and beneath the cliff?
It's Robin Hill theme park. It's right in the middle.
Oh. But that one I don't know. No.
It's fresh. Honest to God, like no second, no nothing, and it's just left. So if you get a chance, go down there.
There's an underground tunnels system as well, which used to be like you could pay to go in it, like sort of like a bit like what you call it, Wookiee Hole or something like that. Wookiee Hole, cheddar caves and things, a bit like that. But that's quite cool apparently. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what time I'm going to be on site because we're setting up a bit later, so I'm probably going to be like my first place probably about. I'm hoping for about 1. So it just depends what we get done at the time. Just drop us a message then.
Yeah, Bristol. I've got a few places in Bristol you could do. Quite easy ones as well, but interesting.
I've got a time cap place in Bristol, another time cap in Bristol. There's those boats I want to check out, but I might not have time for it, so I'm going to leave that probably.
What time capsule?
Yeah, well, I've got 13 to do in the day, but I probably obviously won't get them all done, but we'll see.
Yeah. Did you say hole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Have I just I've just drunk three pints of beer. I just need to go and get some more. Right. I'll be back. Ooh, no wonder I'm needing to piss. Right, I'll be back.
Come on, what else have you got then bearded there? Batman frogs,
He's got all sorts.
Oh, yeah.
He's also got a second channel as well.
I've got the big scary tarantulas. I've got the cold snake. A lot of my mantises died but mantises don't live very long anyway. They reached their final stage.
All right, what type of mantis was it?
I had 4. I had about 15 different ones.
Yeah, one of my friends, he breeds them. We had one of his oofs. We had about 300 at one point, but he's got more than that. I just go in there and I just keep coming back with them. I'm like,
I don't think I'm gonna buy any more mantis now, just because I get kind of like attached to everything. So I'm like,
yeah, you do, you really do. It's awful. And then I've got me jumping spiders as well. And
Jackie, I wanted to talk to you about that, Jackie. I watched your jumping spiders mating video. I was a little disappointed with the soundtrack because they needed some like bow chicka wow wow kind of music when they were getting it on,
Wow wow wow.
Yeah, like 70s porno music, Yeah.
Well, have you seen our latest one?
On for the jumping spiders.
Have you seen what she's done on our latest one, Dinkum?
No, I haven't watched that one yet. No, that
You
was like 4 in the morning for me.
Not this one, but the one before that. She only went and got the most venomous spiders.
Oh yeah, I watched that. Yeah.
Oh, the Sakari.
And then Simon, and he's not.
Absolutely fucking mental. Yeah, 2 sand spiders.
And you want about these ones? I've got what is it? It's a kosher blue one, and then I've got this.
And what does he want? He wants an octopus.
Like a venomous one that'll put you in hospital.
Which one?
Hang on, what was that going round your room just then? It looked like a laser pointer. Something flew round your room. Is that a fly?
There's just animals everywhere.
You literally pointed at the thing, and it's like there's a laser pointer, and then it went behind you and round the room. Did you see that? Oh, look, there it is. You got something's flying. You got a flying thing.
Yeah,
it's probably a fruit fly.
All right.
Yeah, fruit flies. Yeah.
I
thought it was a laser pointer. I thought he had a laser pointer on him.
So I'm just giving the hognose some water.
The hognose, that gets me that.
So, like, me personally, I'll never hold any of these, especially this one. This one will put me in hospital, apparently. So this is a dark earth tiger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not up there because they're more like Asian species.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
That one will put me in hospital.
He's got a second channel, Matt. What he does all bug stuff, the same as what Jackie's got.
Yeah.
Really big, really fucking big spiders. Yeah.
No, that's too big.
I've got a TV on it.
And then I've got the
that's a meal,
Island blue baboon.
So, yeah. Oh, the
where is it? Show us.
Island blue.
Look at him.
You might be able to see a leg. I don't know if I can just turn him a little. He's in there.
Is it a Balfouri?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I've got 2 of them.
I can't see anything.
2 females.
Oh, wait, I'll show you a big
Should be buried.
Oh, why? Of course. Bloody Dan is.
Oh, no. Big one. Big one. Oh,
yeah.
no.
Oh, that's not big. That's not
Fuck
big,
off.
man.
Enough.
not big.
Fuck that.
Fuck
Can't see what
off.
it is though. Turn it around.
It's front.
So that's a male, but Brazilian red and white.
Oh yeah, I've got one of them.
I could almost.
Incy Wincy Spider, mate. That's what that is.
I've got a Brazilian
Don't bother me at all, spiders.
Brazilian
Don't
red and
bother me
white.
at all.
I've got was it a Nando Trapetti? I've got.
You what?
I've got over
Nando
Trapetti. Yeah, I've got over 100 tarantulas.
Dan's are like fully grown.
Oh,
I tell you what, I hit those two doves with my car and took out my front bumper, and I just replaced the fucking grill on the bumper today.
Yeah.
Right, but I tell you what, if I'd have hit fucking 200 spiders, I'd have been really happy to take out my bumper. I'd be like, replace the whole front of the car. It'd be just like 200 spiders. It'd be worth it. Yeah, definitely.
Is that a beardie?
Yeah, I've got 3 beardies.
Just gone to bed. Mine's just gone to bed. She's putting up to bed.
Oh, they're
I
all
love
right.
it.
They're
Beardie
all right.
dragons are great.
So I've got 3 beardies.
I
I'm
like
gonna be
beardies.
like, so for me, I think I'm just gonna focus on like the reptiles and like the beardies. So I'm gonna get a couple of Aki monitors.
Oh, actually, I haven't got one, but I do want one.
Yeah, I've got what, one white zero, so a zero beardie. This is a rainbow dude. I've got a
Yeah,
red
Susan, you have as well, haven't
got
you?
another one coming, and then I'll be breeding them. So that'll be my thing.
I don't know about breeding because I think there's a lot. Depends. You can get different localities fair enough.
I think
There's a lot in the hobby. That's
Is it a he or a she?
I think you'll definitely damage them if you tried to breed with them. Yeah.
I mean, this is my favourite anyway. So this is Juniper. You're just chilling.
Oh.
But yeah, my wife.
You'll have a lot of scales on your Widgie.
Yeah. This is how we mount.
She's got herself to bed.
Beardies are fantastic though. Honestly,
They are great. They're very intelligent.
Oh no, yeah.
Very, very clever.
So like, I'll be breeding. I already worked it out. So like, after I breed, because I'm breeding some of the rarer morphs. I think it's like 5 or 6 dragons I'm gonna profit. But then like these are my mains that I'm gonna keep. So
yeah,
they're great.
I'm not into reptiles because they're kind of like they don't sort of exactly want to go for a walk and jump for treats and things. But they are quite friendly. I've seen videos and they do kind of like come to you and
Now, if that was possible, I would have a Komodo dragon.
No, you
if
can't.
they really could.
Kill you.
I mean, like I said,
I know they would, but if they really could.
The monitors are quite similar to the Komodos, to be fair.
Yeah, they are. They've got like venom in the jaws. They're just going to chill you.
I really want one of the frill lizards. The
Helio.
The dinosaur, like it spits at you.
I can pick one up from.
Yeah, like you said.
I was like, thinking about it.
But I like geckos
Hey, Matt,
as well.
did you know that the lizards always die after they have sex?
No.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Well, every time I've had sex with one of them.
That's spiders, isn't it? Spiders do that. They have sex and then they die.
The female eats the male after mating. Yeah.
Not all the time, but sometimes it depends.
The weeping willow ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just normally say if the female eats a male, usually the eggs are usually a lot better. Something to do with extra nutrition.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Eat your young. And eat
well, anyway, folks, just to show you, I have got a sense of humour and I am okay, Even though I've got to go and convince a fucking medical advisor now that it's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that shit again. But the thing is, I'm going to freak him out because it's like I always freak him out because I'm going like, well, yeah, I used to make the crop circles. I've seen UFOs. And this has happened, and this has happened, and this has happened, and we had scientists with us, and we had witnesses, and and then they go like, and I go, well, don't you believe in this stuff? And they're like, no, and I go, well, I think there's something fucking wrong with you. I think you need to see a fucking medical advisor. Then it's like, Jesus Christ, what world are you living in where there's no weird shit going on? Yeah.
Where are you staying at Birmingham? Well,
I'm staying with us.
I'm staying with Mick Spanner.
Mick Spanner.
Yeah.
We're all going down on the Friday as well. So it's going to be a call.
I'm going with
going
Kaz.
down.
I'm going at Hilton.
We're all going down.
I tried to book a
Bow
room.
chicka wow wow.
Tried to book a room with 3 places, and they all came back and said we don't have spaces. And it's like, well, you say you do, but then when I book, you say you don't. And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake! So I just said to Mick, I just said to Mick, I was just like, oh, this is somebody. Oh, somebody put me in touch with Mick, and I just went, this is fucking ridiculous, man. I'm just gonna sleep in my car. And he goes, well, I've got a spare space in my room. Why don't you just come and sleep with me? And I went, well, I suppose I could. Just sleep in my car, it's easier. And he's like, no, come and sleep in the room with me. And I'm like, all right,
I was doing that with everybody though, because everyone was struggling or just to cover costs and stuff like that.
I mean, I was going to just book near at the time, bad.
No, well, that's what I advise you not to do because there's a wedding going on as well upstairs, so they're looking for places. The hotels are limited around there.
It's very it seemed very random, the booking procedure in that area. It was like you book and you get bounced, and then you book again, you get bounced, and it's like, oh, what the fuck,
Yeah, but like you just like for me, I'll just like for example, wherever the place is, I'll just book it in Stoke-on-Trent and just go to get a taxi back.
Yeah, they're all quite distant away from the actual place. That's what I mean. Even though I have asked Liam if he could do a few runs. Because he's not drinking. Barry's not drinking, obviously. I won't be drinking to a point. I might actually get sick on.
I fucking will.
But I'm fucking nuts as it is without alcohol, so God help you when I'm drunk, because I wouldn't know what I'm going to be like. So I'm just pre-warning you. So...
Applejack. I think it's all going to work out. It's going to work out really well, but people do need to like get a really firm confirmation from the places, just to make sure that they don't like you turn up and they go, "Who the fuck are you?" And it's like, yeah.
They've got like DoubleTree by the Hilton.
Well, that's where we are.
Oh right, okay. Let's have a look.
You're going Hilton.
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just having a look.
We'll try and get Hilton. Because we're all there.
I'm going with Kaz, so I think she's already booked it, so I'm giving her money.
Yeah, they've got rooms apparently.
Oh, we'll get it then because.
90. Oh wait, no,
Friday as well. Come on Friday as well.
227 quid.
No.
Oh no,
yes,
that's
that's how much it is. That's how much it is.
On the
Friday,
if you get two or three people in a room, you're like, then it's not going to be so bad.
That's why I was trying to get everybody to share, you see. So I was just trying to get like through a lens in with somebody else, and then
I don't mind that though.
Because if you get like a room with like 2 beds in it, or you can get a room with a bed and a sofa bed,
I can get a deluxe.
You can literally have 2 or 3 in there.
I think it's 227 quid for a deluxe queen room for the 2
It is,
beds.
yeah. That's how much it is. 300 also.
Well, Barry's saying about the Premier Inn as well. Said they got loads of rooms available.
And that's where Abandoned Landscapes is staying. Is the Premier Inn. He's in that one. We're all dotted.
Oh, I can get the super room for 300 quid. Oh.
Yeah.
That's
what we've got.
How long are you going to be in there? Because all you're going to be doing is sleeping in there.
I know.
I mean, that's
I know, but that's...
No, have the after party.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about phoning the hotel up and asking if we can have a swimming pool for when we come back. Just for somewhere to sit off and finish the night off. To have a chat and finish our drinks and whatever. Not even just to even swim, just somewhere.
Oh, they got a green king one, 95 quid. That's
for a few hours and then come out.
There's one for
for the next day.
There's this double room with a shared bathroom for 35 quid. Oh.
Bloody hell. I couldn't share a bathroom. It was bad enough when we went to that one. We had to go all that bathroom down the hall.
Realistically, Barry, we should ask for a brief discount because we're getting quite a lot of business, really, aren't we?
Yes. Indeed.
Even if they say that the pool is not really available, you can go to the pool, but it's like there won't be any sort of like, you can just like let yourself in, and just use it. It's at your own responsibility.
Yeah.
Like if we have a few beers, like in our room.
Oh wow! There's a
finish our night off and have a chat, and
I can book a chalet. I can book a chalet to be so.
A chalet.
Yeah, for
Actually,
£19.
an Airbnb is not far away. It's literally about 5-minute walk away
Well, that's
from
what,
the
yeah,
actual
that's,
venue.
I might go Airbnb.
That was the
You
sort of
can
stuff
get
I
one of
had.
them for 150.
Yeah, I mean, I managed to find somewhere for like about 70 quid, but they just fucked it off. Then it was like,
Airbnbs are like split into like 3 floors.
Holiday Inn, £92.
That's
Yeah,
not bad.
I think they're all expensive. You might as well get an Airbnb and have a couple of you stay there and share the cost between you. I'll message you on WhatsApp and I'll show you the
Late escape deal.
Airbnbs. There's literally one not far away from the venue, and it's 3 separate flats.
Yeah, six
and it's
rooms.
150 quid.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff. So it's
What
sound.
remains over this you is Mickey coming.
Just book it and see whether they come back to you. You know,
I think he said he was, but like he might end up back. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just book somewhere ASAP. Even if you want to cancel it, you can always cancel it if you really want to.
I'll like I said, I'll have a little shop around and see what's knocking about.
But that place that I found was
You've got this
nice.
really crazy place here, the Upper House. Ooh, 170 quid, executive.
You can even have a room to let, like a, like where you get like these places. That's home, and you can have a room for the night.
That's not bad. Can I show you this?
Yeah, there's a guy called Alex Hardy. He said he'll share with you.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Again, would you?
Just don't forget to take your
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Got this fancy one here.
Yeah.
It's quite nice.
Take your pepper spray. Yeah.
Yeah, take your weapon with you.
What do you think about this one, Volty? Look at this. Look at the front of this guy. Gaffy's mad.
There's a way. You want to use your share screen?
Ooh.
Oh right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Wait,
wow!
what the fuck? It's a mansion.
Yeah.
Nice.
But is it? Are you not in the mansion though? You're like in the the shed in the back.
That's our hotel. That's the Hilton, not in it.
That's
the Hilton.
Is it?
Well,
Posh.
That fit's not.
It's nice though.
But the Hilton's quite posh.
I might leave you guys and just go sit here. Look at that.
Yeah, there is some gorgeous places.
Oh, the Hilton, yeah.
That looks nice.
Breakfast beans.
What was that, Barry?
Does look nice,
but that's not bad. That 170 quid.
Just find out. Just Google it on Google Street Maps, and you'll find out like permanently closed. Yeah, they're still advertising on the fucking sites, but like they closed like 12 months ago.
One room there, but they've got like different things. That's cool. So yeah, there's plenty of stuff anyway.
Yeah.
And this is frozen.
Who the hell's Taffy's rotten teeth?
Yeah.
In chat, there's someone called Taffy's rotten teeth.
Yeah, that's who Barry's just messaged me about.
Yeah, well.
No, haven't got a clue who it is, Barry.
Yeah. As long as you've had, like gargled with.
If you've had
Echo.
Yeah, with Listerine, you might be welcome. As long as you wear a face mask, we don't have to look at the fucking rabbit fucking. Was it? Oh God. Yeah. What's the fucking? Hang on. What's his name now? Not Roger Rabbit. Fuck. What's his name? Yep, Doc. Yeah, Bugs Bunny.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
I knew I should have made a left turn to Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
What's up, what?
Get the train back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Left us. Oh dear.